Okay, hopefully you guys can hear me. If not, then you can hear me twice though. That's not good. Just once is enough, I think. Just once is enough. Ooh. Good to go. Good morning. Hey, those are my real thoughts. Those are my real thoughts. I went to one set champs and I was like, well, hold up. Now, listen. Okay. So, I mean, if you guys want to start with that, I will. So, I went to set champs and this weekend I don't think I went last time and I went hard for Maleficent, right? And I kept getting second place. So I was with everybody with like, I think that there should be second place prizing or whatever, right? Here we go. I agree that we don't need second place mat. The real problem is that Ragnar three times over has offered reward prizing and then gone, nah, we don't need to do this anymore. So I think there are more to that, right? So everybody, I want you guys to put your thoughts about the second place mats and everything. And then I'll tell you kind of my experience and my tinfoil hat theories and my, I don't know, I got opinions for days, and it doesn't mean I'm right. I'm like hardly ever right. But at the same time, I kind of have a new, I don't know, thought process now after finally not getting second in a set champs. Oh, let's see. Only enough time for one tourney a season. Yeah, our stores typically do store credit and second place plays out decently. So that kind of feeds into exactly how I feel. So I do see that, you know, they should come back. They serve multiple purposes. They keep taking things away. We don't get pins anymore after next set. Promo cards, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, yes. Wait, what? After the next set, the promo cards are just regular cards with a border, and I'm angry again. Okay, so now I'm mad again. I'll take it back. I literally had a whole thing, and now I did not realize. I thought they were doing the promo cards with the border, like the borderless promo cards. And if they're not, then okay, I'm just gonna pretend like they are, and then I'll look into it. And if they're taking away the full art promo cards, I have more opinions and more thoughts. So based off of the way that, oh man, that makes me so angry because I was like, I think they nailed it finally, but let's go. So addressing the pins and all of that, after personally looking to those pins are ungodly expensive to make. And I know that Ravensburger is a small team, and I know that, you know, they're doing their best to help us, but at the same time, they are a business, right? So like they're globally expanding at an exponential rate, and I think there has to be give and take. And so unfortunately, where I think they're taking from is expensive stuff like a second place mat or or pins or whatever, right? So, you know, for example, I prefer the second place mat because they were cleaner. The champion font majority. So yes, but the new Tinkerbell is good. I think the foiling out of the championship mat or the first plate mat is too expensive. So we're all talking about operating within the cost of making sure that the business that we don't like talking about it being a business still is making money. I think the Tinkerbell is good. I think they did it in a way to where even though it does say championship mat on it, it looks very clean. It looks streamlined into the mat and it looks like it should be there. So that was the first win that they got for me. That is the first win that they got for me, right? I was like, okay, the mat looks good. It's basically fine. And so now they have, you know, a clean mat that I don't mind winning. Because before, yeah, you're right. I didn't want first place. I always took the second place mat back in the day because I was like, I don't like the way they look. But that's different. I like the way it looks. I think it's designed very well. And hopefully they continue to do that with like the championship and how it kind of like flows. Now, I also think that it was a huge win. And again, I'm going to ignore this just in case they've changed it, that they have the full art promo as the participation one. I'm going to crash out later if that's changed, but I think that was a huge win because that allows me to go and participate and get that art that I want. And if I want to try harder, then I can try for top 8. And if I want to try harder, I can try for top 4. And if I want to win, I can try. See what I'm saying? So now, okay, okay. So for the set champs, I think that it is a huge win about the full art non-foil promo, because the art is exclusive to the set champ season. And it's usually very pretty for, okay, so good. Rochelle said the full out participation was always the intention, so I don't think that will change. Cool, so I don't have to crash out later, because that was a huge win. Going in and then being like, okay, thank you. Like I went in and I paid. They handed me my Tinkerbell promo and a pack. And I was like, okay, cool. Sick. That was fun. All right, I'm good. Now I get to play. The full art promo is gorgeous. It is very, very pretty. It served every purpose of like the little goblin need that I want to have my pretty cardboard, because I was able to just do I was able to acquire the art without stressing out my brain. Because if I could have just gotten non-foil versions of the Maleficent Dragon, I would have 4 of them. I would have went to 4 different set champs and just played in them and just kind of brought whatever. And maybe I went X3, but I still got my set champs promo that I wanted. Of course, I'd love for it to be foil, but that's like a higher tier to work towards, right? That was like a higher tier to work towards. So like if I just wanted the Maleficent Dragon promo, or if I just wanted Tinkerbell, I just go to the set champs, I play, I win or lose, it's whatever. I got to hang out, I got to play Lorcana, it was a fun day. And that's the top part of my expectation. Now we talk about the next level of it. Now I want the foil one, okay? Some people have very small set champs. Some people have very large set champs. So the barrier to entry for top 8 might be harder in some places than other places, right? So if you see the top 8 foil and you're like, that's what I want, and you end up in a room that's like 8 people, you're like, well, I got it. Or if you end up in a room with 20 people, you're like, okay, I can't mess around, right? Like I gotta lock in. And you're like, that's my goal. I want a foil version of this card. So I'm gonna try a little harder. This isn't just like, this isn't just like a fun play Disney Lorcana day for me. This is like, all right, I'm gonna lock in a little bit, right? Now we have the first place mat, right? So then you have the ability, wait a minute, I really want this champion mat. And top 8 is kind of top 8. And I'm not gonna lie, like if you're 9th out of 10th, that's so rough. That's so rough. And that feels really bad. But like for some people, getting 9th out of 10 person sub champs means like, okay, I almost got to top 8. I'm gonna lock in. I'm gonna try again next weekend. That's what I want to do. Unfortunately, there's gonna be people that can only go to 1 and then they get 9th. But again, that gives you a goal. Last set champs, I got 9th out of 10 people and I didn't get my promo and I was bummed. So set champs are coming up now. Let me lock in and see if I can get top 8. And that gives you a goal within your journey with this game to continuously try to beat your own score, essentially. Like you're not trying to beat everybody around you. You're trying to beat your own score. And that's what, like, okay, so now I get top 8 and I get my promo. If that is the ceiling of what you want your set champs to be, then you're good, right? I don't need to battle it out to get top 4. I don't need to battle it out to try to win unless I want the mat. So, and I'm speaking from my own personal experience, right? So here's the thing. I want to play Disney Lorcana, but I don't care about the mat. And after about a few rounds of it, I just want to hang out. And I know that that's terrible, right? Like I know, but that's me as a player. And I know that about myself. Like I'll do 3 or 4 rounds and then I'm like, I want to go home. I'm done. I'm tired. I need to get my daughter. It's like, bleh. And so that's just me. But I know that because of the way that the set champs are structured, I can go in and wing it. And if I try really hard, I can probably make sure that I get a full foil like card. And then I can go home, right? Now there's the mat. And so I've locked all the way in. I walked in that door and I looked at everybody and I looked at their decks and I looked at everything. And I was like, I'm winning this room. This is my room. And I get top 8 easy, no problem. Duh, I had to do that, right? Then, okay, now I'm in top 4. All right, top 4, I think is where the huge competition is in a set champs. I think that's where that divide, like you have Swiss, and Swiss can kind of be a mix of casual and competitive. And then you have top 8 and you're like, hooray, I made it to top 8. I have my promo, but it's still pretty like not as intense. Top 4 is very intense and no matter what set champs you're in. And I think that that is good because we have a range of people coming to play. This is your entry level competitive space is the set champs. That's your entry level. And most people have not played TCGs their entire lives. This is their first TCG. So if this is your entry level set champs, you go in, you play, you get your promo, and you're happy. You go in, you get top 8. That's pretty good. You get a foil promo, and you go home. Top 4 is when the day starts for like most of the seriously competitive players that are there, right? So then top 4, now you're in finals. Now you're here. If you win, you get the mat. You did what you came to do. And it was a hard-earned mat. It was a hard-earned day, and you did the thing. Now you lose in the finals. And that feels horrible. And I've done it every single set champ since they took away from the mat, except for this one. I got 5th. Actually bubbled out. I bubbled out. I literally got 5th. So basically you get 2nd and you can either do 2 things. You can get really upset, which you're allowed to do because I basically, and then, yeah, I'm still, I don't know if I've told you guys about the Maleficent set champs mat, but it's my favorite story and it still makes me so angry. But I did get beat in the finals for the Maleficent set champs mat. They were better than me. They had played their deck better and outplayed me, period. I go to the DLC and I get paired into them round 1 and she flips out the Maleficent mat that she won for me in the finals. And I was like, oh, this is like insult injury. Like this is pain. So I know what it feels like to play all day and get to, again, at least you got a job. So get to the finals and then just kind of walk away with the same thing as 8th place. And I think that does feel bad. However, I don't think that is Ravensburger. I don't think that's their responsibility to make that feel better because that's the way the tournament structure is. They are still a business. And I know that, you know, it's like bad to say that and like nobody really wants to feel like whatever, but like, come on, at the end of the day, they're trying to make money. They're trying to give us a product. They're trying to give us a service and like things that we can do and play. This is our hobby. This is what we enjoy. This is what we love. And we want more. And they took it away. And that sucks. But they kind of went hard their first year and then they've kind of backed it up, which is like fine. It happens. You know, you know, it's like when you go to a buffet and you eat way too much and then you're like, oh, I messed up. I can never do that. However, I think that at this point, the way that they have it structured, if you go in, you get your full out promo. It's cool. I had a good day. You go in, you try harder, you get lucky, you whatever. You want to be more competitive, you get your top 8, you get a foil. Or if you're even harder, you're grinding, you get it, now you're in top 4, and now you're in the finals, and you lose out. I think it's up to the store to have some additional prizing for the 2nd place. And I think if I go to a store and they don't have some kind of additional prizing for 2nd place, I'm not going to set champs at that store ever again. And that is my own personal thing that I decided. Because I think that if they are getting this kit from Ravensburger to hold a tournament in their store and we're paying them for, we're basically paying for the promo and we're paying for things, like we're paying to be there. So I think that if I'm at a set champs and you as a store, as an LGS, they don't do anything, like you could do extra prize support, you could charge a little bit more and then just throw packs for top 4 and then or whatever, right? You don't have to do like an entry pack, but just make sure that the 2nd place is taken care of. And you know what I mean? And I'll go back to that store for set champs. I will go to your store over somebody else's store. Because sometimes people don't have the ability to go to a bunch of different places and they only get to compete in one set champ. So if I go to your set champs and I see that, like, maybe I made it to the finals and I grinded all day and it's a super, super, you know, hey, the concert is whenever chat decides. I was like, we got a little heart over here. And when that heart is full is when the chat decides. I've left it to you guys. But basically, I think it's up to the LGS to make second place a little bit better. Because if I go and okay, here we go. So store 100% should put in more prizing, but I know a lot don't. I started 4-0 this weekend, first in the top 4 and lost a variance, but I still got $24 star credit and a 10-person event. That's great. You don't walk out feeling bad at that point. You're still proud of yourself. You're like, I got all the way to second. It was the finals. I don't think that that's Ravensburger's job. And again, this is my hot take. This is me. I don't think it's their job to make us feel good about getting second place. They made us feel good for walking through the door. They made us feel good for getting top 8. They made us feel good for joining in the community and being together and loving this game. And they gave us something to grind for, which is the mat. So if second place is going to get the mat and first place is going to get the mat, it doesn't feel as special. I'm sorry. But the thing is now if you have a mat, that means you literally won. And so if I go to a store and they're like, okay, that's it, bye, and I played all day, I got second place and you didn't even give me an extra pack, I'm never coming to that store again. Because there are a lot of options now. Last time we were talking about it. And before, you couldn't even get into a Rockstar Stitch set champs. You were lucky if you could get through the door. Now, you've got a bunch of 10-person set champs because there's so many all over the place. And how about, guess what? Because there's so many all over the place, I don't have to go to your store if you're not going to offer me a second place prizing. I don't have to go to that one. I can go to the one down the road with 9 people. And you know what? If I get 9th, I still, that's what I did that day. But at least the person that made it to the finals gets a few extra packs, gets something. And I also don't like, unless maybe the second place winner, there's also people where the prize support is just the league kit stuff. That's rough. Like, second place gets like the promo cards and some stickers. That's crazy. That's not what that's for. That's not what that's for. You're supposed to give that to your league people. But I guess if you don't have a league because you don't like to put extra incentives into your set, I don't know. Now I'm going under the thing and I'm not trying to like shame anybody. I'm just saying that like, because we have so many set champs, because they're everywhere now, it's more popular, all this stuff, and it's all spread out. Oh, what's up, Manfish TCG? Basically, if we have options as players, and I know that we say like our local scene is drying up, blah 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 blah. Listen, every time set chance season comes around, I look there, and all of a sudden, all of these stores that don't really have locals, they got set champs, and they're charging $30 for it. So, listen, I don't have to go to your set champs if you're not going to put any additional prizing in for finals. I don't have to. I can choose literally anybody else. I went to a set champs one time and got into the finals, and I didn't get the mat, but they let me pick out a pop figure, like a Disney one off of this thing. And it was the coolest thing ever because I got Scar. I got my Scar back here. He's by Hey Hey. They were just like, well, they're like, you went finals. It's been a long day, like, but whatever. And it was cool. It was a memory. They lost maybe, I don't know, however much pop figures are. What do you lose to, like $10? I don't know. I paid you 20, so I don't know. Now I'm just getting off on a rant, but I'm just saying, like, I liked the structure of the day. I brought, what did I bring? I brought Sapphire Steel and I brought Ducktectives. And I was like, I'm not winning with this deck. I don't have enough reps on it. I'm not winning. But depending on it, I might get a foil promo today. And I think that's my goal. I want a foil promo. I think I can do it with this deck. And so I walked in and there were 10 people and I was like, I can still do it. I can still do it. And they did give a pack for entry, which I thought was really nice, which I never expect that, but at the same time, it's nice. And then played, I get paired into this lovely person. I mean, it was such a good time. She was playing Blurple, but it was like Frozen. And I misplayed so many times. Like I was questing with Judy and forgetting to add lore, and then and I'm like also sitting next to R&B. It was really, he was like, "What are you do? Why are you playing this deck so poorly?" And I'm like, sorry. So, but it was like it was still a fun time. And then I go up against I go to table 1 the next round, And he just like savagely 2-0s me with Amber Steel. Or yeah, like savagely. And I was like, okay, cool. All right, I'm 1-1. We could do this. We could pull this out. I get paired into R&B next. And I was like, And so then he savagely 2-0s me again. Or like, so now I am 1-2. And I was like, well, but there are 3 undefeated people. And so they, on round 4, because it's 10-person set champs, they decide to split. And I was like, man, you know, not thinking about tournament math. I was like, man, I was like, I don't know if I deserve a foil promo, but I'd like one, you know? And they read it out. They're like, top 4 is Ryan. And then the second seed is the guy that beat me. And then the third seed was another gentleman. And then in 5th place was me. I was like, yo, what? Like, and Ryan's like, I told you were going to get a promo. And I was like, listen, I went X2 and still got a foil promo. Like, now I will say the intentional draw, one person was reluctant to do it because he wanted to play it out. But the person, like, we were all just like, dude, just draw, because they were going to have to play. They only had like 15 minutes left, and it was like a control mirror. And they were still going to make top 4 if they won. I think they probably knocked out like 1 person. But like at the same time, they were going to play, and then we had to play another round, and it was already getting late. And I think everybody was just like, you know, please just ID, you know? And the friend that like might have gotten into top was like with them. And he was like, it's fine, just, you know. So it was like it wasn't like they intentionally drew like secretly, like it was actually a room-wide conversation. So even that felt better because it was just, I don't know, it just felt better. So then, yeah, and then they played it out, and watching their games, I was like, oh, I was not as locked in as these 4 people. No, they're not. They're definitely. Sometimes they aren't. But and then R&B ended up winning it, and I was like, oh wow, you know, okay, cool. But like I had fun because of the size of the room, because of my pairings and who won it. I ended up placing higher, even though I lost more than I won, which is just, it felt weird. I don't know if I love that, but at the same time, like that's like the amount of people. But I'm not gonna lie, I would rather my competition be at a DLC. I don't want set champs to be super sweaty, but I noticed the shift in tone between Swiss and then top 4, right? Like Swiss, we were all joking and laughing and kind of going, and then top 4, all of a sudden they were locked so far, and they were nice to each other. Everybody was still being nice, and it was fun. But like, oh, that's where the competition is. It's not, you know, I don't have to be like stressed out of my mind in Swiss. If I wanted that higher level of competition, I would have grinded for it, you know? So I don't know. Again, so yeah, coming out of that experience, I like the structure of it because I think within that tournament structure, there is a place for everyone. You know, we need to team up again for such a chance to win mats. I mean, you're going to get all the mats and I'll just, you know, be there. But let's see. Got to play at Sorcerer's Table on Friday. I got my butt handed to me. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, we can solve this really quick for you. Just get first. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, and if you want the win, if you want the mat, just win it. I don't know, man. Yeah, just if you want the mat, just win it. But yeah, that's my take now. I kind of came out of that feeling like the structure really held a good place for everybody. Like, you know, people can walk in and get a really pretty full art promo. You can try and strive to get a foil promo. And if you really want the mat, you're gonna have to work for it. So it's like, yeah, up here in the DMV, I go to set champs because they are full of ringers that challenge your skills. Half of them don't even care if the promo's a mat. Yeah, and that's kind of like, Florida's like that too, right? Like I had Humble and R&B were in the same room, and I was just like, bleh. Oh gosh, I just spent $200 a DLC tournament ready deck. I mean, let's go. Let's go. I mean, we don't even know. We got Wilds Unknown. You're still gonna, nah, it's fine. We're getting there. We're getting there. But no, I think, I do think that, I I think that the set champ mat, I think it's fine. There's something for everybody. You can go, you can vibe, you can chill, you can sweat it out, be crazy competitive, and can see the argument about one map per store because the stores hosting now have grown exponentially. Yeah, and that's kind of like another thing too, right? Like, it's basically like we have so many options now, right? Like, there's not just like one store in my city that has set champs. There are so many. So unfortunately, like if you work a ton or you can't go, you only have one. But if you have like, say that you lose in the finals and you get like store credit or something cool and you're like, okay, that was like worth my day, like I feel. And then you're like, oh, but next weekend there's like one, 5 miles down the road, I'm gonna try again. Because we have so many options now, I think that it's in the store's best interest to incentivize people to want to go to their set champs. And I think that that's probably like a really good way that each local game store can kind of like compete with each other without trying to compete with each other, right? Like, make yours the better set champs. Maybe you have better vibes at yours. Maybe you have like better prizing at yours. Maybe you have like more people. And so all of a sudden, instead of it just being like 8 to 10, like everybody's just going to your store. I don't know, man. So yeah, one of our stores did a custom trophy. That's cool. I want to go to that one because I want a custom trophy, right? So again, I think that Ravensburger kind of going more bare bones on like set champs makes sense for them as a company, because as they get bigger, they're trying to do more things. And like you even said it, like we got more sleeves, we got this Japanese exclusive sleeves. They've got a lot of things happening all over the world. And I think that if it's going to be more bare bones, like they're still giving us the opportunity to compete and have nice things. And like I said, I think that the full art promo, the non-foil, is just a huge win. So it's up to the store to make it special. It's up to the store to incentivize that second place slot. I mean, it doesn't even have to be crazy. It doesn't. Like 3 packs. I don't know. Something to make me feel like I did better than the guy in 8th place. It's really not much. Like, yeah, go pick a pop figure off the wall. Here's a piece of candy. Literally anything, because those are things that stores can do to set themselves apart from all of the other stores that are literally holding the exact same event. They also do a ton of raffles. Raffles night, they keep casual players engaged. I mean, it keeps me engaged too, because I'm not, well, I guess I would be, I'm like a casually competitive person, which is probably the worst type of person to be. But they keep me engaged because I'm like, ooh, I can put it in a raffle and I can try to win it. Hey. The dark side of that is some stores don't want to host set champs to keep the kit for themselves. Reasons. Tell me how many stores you know sending it back if they don't fire. So that's the thing, is like, I think that that's like a corruption at like a store level, right? Like that's not somebody, oh god, it's so hard, right? I don't want to get into like too much of it because like it's all a business. Local game stores aren't doing it. Some people, maybe that's their like hobby and they can front money and they can like afford to do that, but like they're still small business owners at the same time, so they're trying to like stay floating. So some people can't afford to do like a ton of extra stuff, but there are things. But I mean, if you're charging like $30 and like no one's getting any extra packs and you're just making them like, what are we doing? So yeah, my next one this weekend is a case tournament that scales more people to show up. I never miss that one because it has the best price support. That's all you. And like the thing is, I always get asked, what do I need to do? I've even had stores asking, like, what do I need to do to like help the like the Lorcana stuff? And I'm like, well, the casual people is a little bit more difficult, but the competitive people offer better pricing. Done. Literally done. That's it. You don't have to sing or dance or put up like flyers, or just offer better pricing and competitive people will show up. It's the casual people that you're trying to, that's like a little bit harder to give incentives for. And if you're not even like putting in extra stuff, there you go. It's also a drive, and I literally have like 5 or 6 within 20 minutes. But I don't want to go to those because this one has better price support. So I think that getting second as many times as I did felt so bad that I wanted Ravensburger to do something about it, because they did something about it before. Like, I used to get mats, you know? But now, after kind of feeling the structure of it, and then being in it and being like, but the store could do some stuff. Like, they could. And this store did. They did. You know, like, everybody got one for entry, and then top 4, they split like a bunch of, so like R&B. And then R&B, he opened a Demona. He opened a Hades. So they had a Winter Spell. Not Winter Spell. They had Whispers in the Well. So he got Whispers in the Well packs, but he opened a Demona, a Hades, and a Hercules in his packs. And then I think he got like 6 packs for winning, and then, you know, scaled down. But again, that's still something, right? My favorite one to play does store credit, and their only store that rips boxes and sells singles. Yeah, there you go. Imagine this is such a winner. The DLC ticket. I don't think that would be cool. As someone who hasn't won a set champs since I can't tell you when, I don't like that. You know? The store I went to did a pack per win. I thought that was great for the casual crowd. Yeah, I mean, like, not even casual, but like just period, right? Like, if you're gonna do a pack per win, that incentivizes you to win more. And so for me, like, I just want to go and play and get my promos. Like, I just want the art. That's all I want. So I can choose to go harder, or I can choose to be more chill. And I think that that's something that, I don't know, it's cool. I like it. You know, I'm putting more on the stores, but again, like, you know, as like Daryl was saying, there's already stores around him doing that. And that's why you choose to go to that store, because now I have a ton of options. So I'm just going to go to that one. I think there should be a path to nats at local level, but not at set champs. I think that's what the CCQs are for. I think that they were not haphazardly, but I think they were implemented very early into the life of this game, earlier than they want. So I'm assuming, again, this is all speculation, that next season is going to be, maybe we'll just have a lot more of them. And I think it'll probably be easier for stores to get the CCQ qualification. And I think that season 3 is just going to flow a lot better in terms of that. And there'll probably be more DLCs. I don't know, I'm guessing. But like, still, at the same time, I think that it is all a matter of the game got real big, real fast, and they're trying to do a lot, you know? Maybe not do a ticket for every winner, but do a lottery where every set champion can have a chance of winning a DLC ticket, limiting it to 1 chance per. So like the DLC, like if you win a set champs, you get entered into a raffle that wins a DLC ticket. I don't know. Going casual is so cool. Some pay back. Some pay a bunch of money, grind so hard, and when they don't play us, they feel so way. Going casual is so some. Yeah. Well, that's a personal mindset, I think, when you're grinding like that and you're, because it's like, oh, that's so difficult. That's a really touchy subject. Saying that, you know, yeah, you put a lot into it, and then you don't place high, and then it does feel bad, but I think that is up to you to take care of your own mental health when you're in a high pressure competitive environment like that. Not linking your self-worth to your results. It's hard not to do. This is all insanely difficult to do, but that's kind of the nature of our hobby, right? You know, there's so many people on like the highest end of the like, you know, there's like tournaments that Zan goes to and he just goes 0-3 and drops, and then we all forget about it, right? So it's like, it just happens. It's part of it. And if it didn't happen, I don't think we'd keep coming back to it. If it was so easy, none of us would want it. I mean, I don't know. You know, like if it was easy, I don't think it would have the same allure that it does. And which is why I think that it's good that there is no second place mat. Because it should feel like an accomplishment by the time you're done. And I know people that are like habitually getting second place. And so when they do get first place, it's a really big deal. You know, seeing somebody standing there with like their, you know, mat is kind of huge. And it should be celebrated. So, yeah. I mean, just take care of yourself in your brain. If you start linking up your self-worth to your results, then you're gonna have a lot more problems. It's just like, you know? All the people I played on Sunday, all good players, knew I was gonna place, but it still felt bad. Yeah, I mean, again, that's kind of like making sure you're taking care of yourself. And then seeing like, okay, well then what can I learn from this? What can I gain from that experience? Can I take anything away from this other than I got stomped? And sometimes, yeah, you're just gonna get stomped over and over and over again. And either it's time for you to level up and try something different, or, you know, maybe you're leaning into the wrong deck types, like, you know, but like if it's just the one tournament and you get destroyed, you gotta shake it off. Yep, stomped 0-2 every game except for one. Yeah. And that's like a multitude of things. Like it could have been the wrong deck. It could have been you just wrong matchups. You got hit the wrong bracket. Like you can't, I say that like as a generalized thing. You can, because hey, you know, but it is basically sometimes you have a bad tournament and you can try to learn from it as much as you can, but in the end you got to shake it off and you got to go next. And that's part of it. And it feels so bad, but it's part of it. And once we get to that level of being able to like analyze what I did right, analyze what I did wrong, take a deep breath, shake it off and go next, then you've just leveled up in life. But you're allowed to be upset, especially the day after. But when it's that day, I'm just like, ugh. Sometimes it like ruins my mood for the day. And then you just gotta like, you gotta wake up the next morning and get in there, analyze your deck, think about what you did, think about what you could have done differently. Maybe, you know, and then just let that fuel you for the next time. This set mat is a big improvement, 100%. Taking off the big champion fought and formatting everything away. Yes, absolutely. The mats look incredible. They are so pretty. They look so good and they look so clean. Yeah, I mean, I can win because I've gotten 2 set shops wins, but it's never for the mats. I just really want. Yeah. Especially if you drove an hour. Yeah, I mean, and again, like it does feel bad. I don't open on my mat. I'm convinced it's really pretty. Have you not seen it? That's crazy. But yeah, the other mats were ugly. I hated that. I was like, blah. Like I did not love the way the old mats look. I took the second place mat every single time, except for like one time where I was like, oh, it's cool. It's a champion mat. Sick. But again, like, I'm glad your name's not Matt. Wait, did I spell it wrong? Oh, that'd be kind of silly. That'd be kind of fun too. I want to win Tink. I don't want to have to buy it. I mean, there's more weekends. Grind, learn from it, restructure your deck. Don't bring a deck, you know, by R&B. What? Congrats on your color, said you're a bully. Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, what? No, let me tell you how surreal it is to be like, okay, this is the deck I'm playing. It's created by this person. And now I'm going to go to the set champs and pair into the person that created the deck. Oh, and by the way, I actually borrowed cards from R&B to complete the deck. So I'm playing R&B with his deck and his cards. And I was like, I have no chance. And then you look through the deck and he's like, why did you build it this way? So yeah, it was an experience, but Yes, congratulations on your win. And I don't know. I did have 64 cards in the deck. I don't know how I ended up doing that, so that was a mistake. But we blue, yellow in your next one. Yeah, so the thing is I wanted to play that, but I don't own Cindy's. I don't own enough Raging Storms, and I don't own like, yeah. 3 of the 5 cards you went with are uninkable. Yeah, my deck was pretty uninkable. Yeah. I think what ended up happening is I built the deck with the thought that I wasn't going to be able to get the cards that I needed. So it was here, and then I like added some stuff in, and then I was able to borrow the cards from R&B, and then I edited the deck and then never took out and then just played the tournament. So had my deck been actually properly optimized, I might not have gotten destroyed the way that I did, but guess we'll never know. So do better. Yep, see, there's that. There was that. I don't know if you were here earlier for it, but basically I was saying that I think that it is not that the fact that there is no second place mat is fine. That I think that it is up to the individual store to incentivize people to want to play at their store and make it all the way to the finals. Because people are going to play and they're going to want to win the mat, and that's fine. But like, I think that stores can make the experience a lot better and make it worth playing all day. And then you get to the finals and you're like, oh yeah, I got to the finals, but like I, you know, got a few packs or I got something extra, and you know, it wasn't a huge feels bad. And I'll probably go to that set champ, you know, next season or next time around, like Wilds Unknown set champs or whatever. But or if I go and I grind all day and then I get in the finals and I lose and they're like, sick, goodbye, we just charged you $10 to $30 and you get nothing. Good day. I don't know if I want to go back to that store. So I think that the store should incentivize it at some interval, something, literally something. I don't know. Candy for the finals. I don't care. If anyone has 4 copies of Doc that they can materialize on my deck, that'd be great. Yeah. Yeah, I need Cindy's. I need so many cards. I'm playing Racers and Wilds Unknown set champs before they rotate out. I imagine I win. I mean, that would be rad. I can give you Raging Stores or their bulk stuff I have. Whatever you have. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. You have any bulk Cindy's in there? I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm like missing some stuff. Ooh, the list is what I want. Yeah. I mean, no, I wanted to play that, but I was like, oh, I don't have like Ohanas, Raging Storms, Cindy's. I don't have all of the good cards that make the deck actually good. I have Pete though. Man, we're set. We're set with Pete, but yeah, the only deck that I could build was dogs or hardly detectives because I actually borrowed so many cards. I haven't like, I think in recent sets, I haven't been buying as much product, so I don't pull what I want. And then the decks, the cards are all like super expensive, but playing Racers is a sell. I can't wait to see. They just never fully supported them, and that's sad. I mean, what if there's like a ton of Racers coming up in, I don't know, when we're gonna, whenever we get cars, there's got to be a ton of Racers there, and then so you're like, Racers might be a playable thing in Infinity. It might be gas. Could be good. Could be good. But tomorrow, oh, tomorrow we are getting let's see. Are we getting, we're getting, oh my god. What if there's more gargoyles coming? There could be. Spoilers. They start tomorrow. Spoiler season starts tomorrow. I am so excited. That is going to be on the Lorecast. I have no idea when it's going to be. I'm assuming it's going to be like noon or 1 or whatever. Typically they have like an hour of like JDZ and Greg just like balling out, and then they'll run the thingy. So I pulled an Enchanted Ralph a couple sets ago. Gotta let him shine. Not bad. If they are, oh, thanks for the follow, Pedro. Thanks for the follow, Pedro. I appreciate you. Welcome. I want to see gargoyle set. I know, I want to see a little bit more. Like, a little bit more. Like, I like how they're sprinkling in more gargoyles and everything. They kind of, like, went for it. And then, like, Angela's, like, a very good card. But, I don't know, like... I want to see some cool stuff. All hail gargoyle. Long may they reign. Jesus. Oh, my goodness. Gosh. The thing is like, I want to make predictions, but I'm like, I can't, because like, I don't know how many things I've seen that are leaked and how many things I've seen that are official, and I hate that because I really just want to be able to like talk about, what are we talking about? We're talking about how store champ, set champs are fine. We don't need a second place mat. That it is in my opinion, the LGS's responsibility to incentivize second place and give something and make that feel a little bit more special, especially if they're charging us $10 to $30. No, I think that's true. No, Ryan, did you miss that? That's what I said. I think that it's fine that there is no second place mat. Now, I'm not insane. I think that the store should incentivize it because, yeah. Okay, well, let's get down to it again. I think that it's not, though. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You can walk in and play, and you get a full art, non-promo like card of the thing. So you get the art immediately. That's a huge win. The fact that they did that is incredible. Also, they have the mat, and the mat is gorgeous. It doesn't look weird and janky anymore. Like the way it says champion actually flows with the actual art of the mat. It looks good. I think it looks nice. Now, I walk in there as a casual player that just wants to play in a set champs, right? I just want to play. I'm new. I'm casual. I don't care. I just want to do social things. I'm going to walk in and I'm going to get a full art non-foil promo, right? Okay, cool. I walk in. I want to get away. See, but the thing is, taking prizes away from is never a correct option. The problem with that is, I think, I explained that a little bit earlier too. They came in a little bit too hot. And whether we like it or not, they are a business. And so they are expanding worldwide. They're expanding globally. There's a lot of stuff going on. So the thing is if they put a lot into it the first season and now they're backing off of it, it is a huge feels bad for the rest of us. But if we're thinking about it, they are still, at the end of the day, trying to make money as a company. And the pins and the mats and everything else, they're pulling that away from it. They're putting all the money elsewhere. They're making more money now, yeah, but you know that they're also expanding globally. So they're bigger than they ever were, and they're also doing all. And so the thing is, if they do more than this, then I will crash out. But at the same time, I think that the structure of this is perfect, because how I was saying it is, if you go in and you just want to participate and get your promo, you can have your full art non-foil promo, and you got to have a good day and you got to play. Then if you want to try a little bit harder, you can go and you can get top 8. And sometimes that's a big deal because there's 20 people, and sometimes it's still a big deal even if there's 10 people, right? But you have that ability, right? So then now, in my opinion, of a set champs, I don't think that the real competition starts really like intensely until top 4. Like top 8 can be, you know, like people lose out and it doesn't feel good and everything, but I think the vibes are still pretty like, you know, not as, maybe it is. Maybe your entire set champs is really, really sweaty, but like top 4 is when like the pressure is really, really on. And then you get into finals and now you're going to win the mat, or you're not. And if you don't win the mat, hopefully you have more chances to go and win the mat. And if you do win the mat, you actually earned something huge at that point, because there's no second place mat. That is it. The only time you can get this mat is if you buy it or if you win. So if you win it, it's a huge deal, regardless of the size of your set champs or where you are. If you win a mat, it's something to celebrate. And I don't think that it's on Ravensburger to incentivize finals. Yes, it feels bad. Yes, it feels bad to go all day, get the finals, and get nothing. So I think that your set champ, that your local game store needs to give out additional prizing to incentivize you to choose to go to that set champ. Because now we have so many options of set champs locations that we can go to. Why would I go to your store if you're going to charge me $30 and then I make it to the finals and I don't even get an extra pack? So that is kind of where I'm sitting on that. I don't think it's up to Ravensburger. Yes, it feels bad for those of us who've been here from the beginning to have prizing and get it taken away from us. And that sucks. That does suck. And I completely empathize in that it, but since basically we are living in this new world of how they are structuring it, I don't think they're going to like fall back on that. But if I do look at it, if this was my first experience at a set champs going to it, I think it's kind of good. I think it's good. You go in, I can get a really pretty like non-foil. I can do better and get a foil one. And then I can do really, really well. And I can actually take a mat. So that's awesome. Now the store needs to incentivize you. You need to be able, you know, I mean, obviously don't go to those $30 set champs, but at the same time, like, but the thing is the player retention, yeah, but okay, so this is going to be controversial. So again, I don't know, and this is all my tinfoil hat theory, but like new player acquisition is through the roof. That is what they are focusing on. Retention, they are trying, but those of us who have lost their trust, that's going to take a lot to get back. And also the retention, what they can focus. These are all theories. I have no idea. I have no idea. The retention is going to come from the fact that it's a Disney IP. So I think they can let that do a lot of heavy lifting, which they have done. And the fact that the game is good. So since the game is good and it's a Disney IP, player retention is coming from that. And they've let that do a lot of heavy lifting while they restructure everything and tried to go and make this a better experience for everyone. But then also their focus has been restructuring, catching up, not, you know, whatever they need to be doing. And then the new player acquisition turns into like the quests in the park and like the different collection quests and things that you can do. So I think that they're doing a good balance of that. Now, what they've given you is there's this set champs kit that they give to stores. And now stores have to be like, hey, I'm a store and there's 1,000 stores next to me. Why, how do I get people to come to my set champs instead of the 120? Like my store's 20 minutes from their house, but they have 5 minutes to their house. How do I get them to come to mine? I offer better pricing. That's up to the store at that point. Let's see. Go to the 10 and 15 ones. Yeah, the lack of DLCs is probably the biggest issue. I hope they come in hard with Season Q, CCQs, but they're not like DLCs. The thing is, it's like, I'm pretty sure this was their like scramble and like get, you know, it's just like Season 2 was their like, we're trying to retain you while also building to something huge. So I don't know. I have no idea because nobody tells me anything because I talk too much, but I would guess that they're going to have way more DLCs next season and way more CCQ season. That is just going to be bigger in general because this is the season that they were trying to retain us while also building up that new player acquisition. Like we were in a very long, like year 2 was basically a very long catch-up game. And they've been trying to do stuff as well as they can. And I think so Season 3 is where we're going to see a rollout of like, here, guys, we hear you and we want this and we want it to be successful and we are working and we're doing it, right? They will keep, yeah, just go. Yeah, again, Ryan, you're right. I mean, like if they're like charging $20, $30 with no additional pricing, just don't go there. Just straight up don't go there. Because it's a terrible store. At the point, it's cheaper to just buy the set champ stuff if I attend a few of those. Yeah, I mean, like if you're going to those and you're like, oh my God, they're not. But again, Season 2 was them just having events because they took too long trying to get things set up in-house for new hires. I mean, yeah, I have no idea. I don't work there internally, but like that sounds, you know, well, you do have Rav in your name, but I don't know if that's like, okay, tinfoil theory, gonna slow down. The only LGS in town is $25 for set champs. That is ridiculous, but at the same time, you're like, I am not an employee. Okay, good. I was like, don't lose your job. Okay, the store can offer better pricing, sure, but that's how stores make money. Every needs to be to better distribute pricing for the players, or players will go to other games. The thing is, here you go. If your only reason to play a game is because of the pricing, you're gonna have a bad time. You're gonna have a bad time. And if that was the thing, those players are gonna go anyway, because there's always gonna be the bigger, better option.
2 together, 2 hype, 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 2 together, 2 hype.
I have to increase the pricing of that. That has got to be more expensive for the channel points. That is not. We are putting that on the list. Oh my god, if you stayed through that, you're a real one. Oh man, you're a real one. All right. But yeah, that's my thing. If it no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. We are no. Okay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. I thought he did it again. Oh, my brain. Okay. Because it is invalid. Oh, get wrecked. You get wrecked. Okay, let's work. Sound alerts. Sound alerts. Oh god. Oh god. Limit. Let's get in there. Get into it. Okay. Let's get it. All right. But seriously, no. Oh no. No. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, here we go. Okay, it keeps refunding him. Okay, my alerts. Let's go. Ryan figured out the yeah, I played One Piece as well because it's fun. Pricing is equal or worse than Lorcana, but it come out to 20 people-ish deep multiple times a week. The thing is like One Piece has the IP, right? So, and that's one thing. Disney is like, Disney's the IP. One Piece is the IP. The game is fun. The game is good. So mechanically, good. IP, strong. Mechanics, game, strong. If the people that want to play the game will play the game. I think that as far as incentive and pricing, they have time to figure that out. I think it's actually really good because you can go, and if you are very casual, you can get your non-foil promo, but you can work to get a foil. And if you're very competitive, then you can work to win that match. And it's actually difficult to win the match. It just is. Like, I know people that are getting second and losing in the finals consistently. And it feels bad. And again, if your store is offering store credit or something like that, then it feels a little less bad because at least I got store credit or I got extra packs. And it's something that the store is doing to build community and give a little bit more prizing. It doesn't have to be anything insane. It just needs to be better than the person that got 8th place, right? And I think that's good. But if Set Champs offers something kind of for everyone. If I want to go and vibe, I can get my non-foil promo. If I want to go, I can try to get top 8 and get a foil one. Or if I want to take down the whole thing, I can super ultra lock in. And by the time you get by the time you get to top 4, you've got a highly competitive environment, which I think is good because this is some people's entry level to the competitive aspect of this game. So being able to hit all of those markers for people is good. It's impressive. I like that. I want stores to not be so greedy though. And also, you know, do more. Just straight do more. How much is this text to talk thing? Let's see. Text to speech. I think we might up that. In your opinion, why don't more people play the game? I'm truly confused because, in my opinion, Disney
Calori 2 bra 3 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 calori 2 bra 3
1,000 channel points on Twitch. How long? Okay. 10 minutes I had. Oh, I'm matching Michael Scott's disdain. Because right now I'm literally Googling how long does it take to get 1,000 channel points on Twitch. Because I want to know if I need to raise the prices on this. Okay. 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 How do I want to know, like, the conversion rate. You have 40,000 points? You have 40,000 points. Oh, man. Oh, man. That's actually a crime? Oh, those are 40,000 points. Okay, so back to this. Why don't more people play the game? I'm truly confused. Since day one, the game is fun and I truly don't get it. So the thing with that is I think there is a lot of different reasons, right? I think that, can you at least do that during the ads? Oh no. We're gonna have to ban Spartan? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So the thing is like the game was really new. It came out really, really hot. It was hard to get product. And so a lot of people stopped playing at that point. So there were multiple times within the game's lifespan of the last 2 years where people just stopped playing. So in terms of like other careers, right? I've never muted you actually. I've never muted you actually. In terms of other thing, kind of what you were saying, you need new player retention and new player acquisition. And that is kind of true of any type of like, you know, service-based industry, right? And so you're going to lose a certain amount of people. You're not going to be able to retain a certain amount of people for various reasons that you cannot control, right? Some people's life situations change. They can't afford the hobby anymore. They move. They're like local, like this, that, and the other thing, right? There's a certain percentage of your, just for my career, there's a certain percentage of a clientele that you're going to lose regardless, right? Whether for whatever reasons you can't control. So there's another percentage. So what you have to end up doing is your new player acquisition has to be higher than the people that you're not retaining. So you always want that to be much higher than your like retaining clients is very, very important, and retaining players is very, very important. But acquiring new players is the most important. Because again, there's a certain percentage you just can't control why they would stop playing or why they stop wanting the service, right? The game itself has struggled with, I would say, the retention for the most part. It came in hot. It showed really, really good promise, and I think that it was bigger and people wanted more and people expected more, and it came stapled with that Disney IP, which if you are a Disney person and you go to the parks, it's unmatched customer service, right? Like it is unmatched. It's amazing. And people kind of expected this without realizing that Ravensburger isn't technically Disney, you know? And so they have growing pains and everything. So then that lost a lot more players. And then we had like basically like what I call the dark times, where we didn't have events for a very long time. So then more people dropped off. And then after that, we had rotation, which some people didn't understand or some people didn't like. So more people dropped off. And that's after they couldn't get cards in the first season or set one. They couldn't do this. Their locals were doing that. Like cards were too expensive, blah, blah. There were so many things that were just bleeding us players. So it's like acquiring new players only matters if that outpaces the players you lose. We need to keep players. The problem is we had so many things going against us in that first year that we were losing players exponentially. And it was all things that we couldn't, they were trying, and now they have the team of people built up to where they can do that. And now after Fabled, it's actually a really good time to jump in because it's post rotation. So if you couldn't get product in set one, or you couldn't do this or whatever, now we have Gargoyles and Darkwing, and like now we have all these really cool IPs that kind of draw people in and get new people. And we're like playing really heavy on nostalgia and stuff. And oh, by the way, Pixar's coming up. So now is a good time to come back because the game is healthier. And I think that season 2 was a huge, again, I don't know. I think season 2 was a big effort to try to keep as many players as they could. But season 3 is like, is the point where they're like, now we have quests in the park. We have it in the park. You can go to Disney and have this experience. We're having something for collectors. We have something for for social people. We have things for competitive people, and we're trying to build up to that. So when season 3 gets here, that new player acquisition is going to be solid, and the retention is going to be solid. And the thing is, right, Lorcana fan base is it's loyal. They can bring it back. That's the thing, is like, I think the people, the ones of us that were going to stay, we stayed. We stayed. I don't know what this says about us as people. I mean, some people played other games and then came back and forth and you know, but like, the game is still good at the end of the day. And if the game makes me happy, I'm gonna play it regardless. Even if they're like, hey, we took away the pins, I'm like, ugh. So I might be the minority, or maybe I'm the same as the 18 other people that are in here, right? Is like, you got me. You got me. You've retained me. And I can't do much about that. So you've retained me. So now basically they don't have to worry about me as a player. You got me. I still have my Disney Pass. I still have everything. You up the price of Disney Plus and I pay it because I am who I am. And I don't think that I am what they're worried about. I think the people that they're worried about are the people that don't know that the game exists yet, or the people that they're new to TCGs, but they're trying to like kind of get into it and be part of this and everything. And yeah, like season 3 will be do or die. Personally, I think if they miss the ball with Lorcana community, too much will fall off and keep the local scenes running. Same, I love the game. I ain't going nowhere. And that's the thing. I love the art is good. There are so many reasons that keep me here just regardless. So I don't, like I said, I don't think that I'm the one that they're targeting. But I think that that's why it's harder to get people to want to play it. And I also think if they, I mean, I've been saying it. We've all been saying it, right? If they had an online client, they had an online client, they couldn't get rid of us. It would be massive. Because there's another, that's something where you're going to lose player base off of things that you can't control. Like, I moved away and my local game store is too far. I had a baby and I can't go to the store on the weekdays anymore. Or, you know, or my life changed, or like, you know, literally anything. I got a dog, I had a baby, I lost a kidney, my car exploded. All of these things are going to be reasons that as a company, they can't choose to, they can't control that. So they're going to lose me at a local level because my life imploded, right? But if they had an online client, I can just play on my phone. Play on my phone, play on my computer, play with my friends. I'll build decks, I'll do all the thing. And so I think that if that is a focus for, don't play that one. If that is a focus for them, if that ever happens, you will not be able to get rid of the rabid fan base that goes along with this community. Because they have things that we do and people, you know, do. I actually don't play locals. I only play in tourneys. I'm here for the prizes while playing a game I love. Yeah. So, but that's another thing, right? Like, that's another thing. You want to play the game, but you also like, again, I think I was saying, like, for them to keep competitive players focused, you just offer better prizing. That's all you do. That's how you get people that are competitive to play. You just offer better pricing. Casual is a harder thing to cultivate, and I actually do not know the answer to that, because if they had, like, you know, if there's kind of a thing where, like, well, if I could just play online, why wouldn't I do that? And it's like, well, that's something that they're gonna have to figure out, because I don't know. Because I went and played. When I played Magic, hey, what's up? Congratulations on your set champs win. That is awesome. When I played Magic, I went to play Commander because I wanted to torture myself. No, I wanted to play Commander, and like I would go and they would do prizes like promo packs, and like you could play Commander, and if you won the raffle, you got the promo pack, and sometimes the promo pack had cards more expensive than my deck in it. And like I just wanted to go and be around people, and it was kind of like you played Commander and we vibe, right? And I did that every single Friday, and I was bummed when I didn't get to go because I just loved the experience a lot. But if I wanted to play competitively, I played on Arena. I had a deck. I had my standard deck was on Arena. Like, I tried Modern, and I was like, ew, no. And then I would go for pre-releases because I really loved Limited and really loved Sealed, and I loved like the pre-release kits and stuff like that. So that's what got me out of my house and playing Magic. So I think if there were a situation to where if I go, if I could play core on an online client and grind on a ladder and get really good experience for a DLC, I'd probably do that. But if on Friday nights they had like Lorcana night and I could go and bring a franchise deck or bring some kind of janky little busted up. Oh, thanks for the subscription. Appreciate it. Kioma. We're gonna have a dance party. Thanks for the gifted. I appreciate it. Really long, so I'm sorry. Thank you so much for the subscription. I think like every time you guys do that, I'm like, oof, we needed that. We needed that. Oh, feels good. Feels right. Okay. Oh no, Reginald. He missed it. But yeah, so like if I could sit home and play my core deck and I could log in and climb the ladder and like get the experience of that, and okay, this is where I'm gonna grind and this is what I'm gonna practice for going to DLC. But I'm a little burnt out on that, and I can't really play casually on there because I'm getting destroyed every time I queue up. Then yeah, I'm probably gonna build a deck and then I'll go to Friday night, Lorcana night, and I'll put my name in a raffle and I could potentially get a promo pack that has an enchanted in it. So if I win the raffle, I get an enchanted maybe, or I get like a cool promo. And then I play my themed deck that I wanted to play, and I get to hang out with my friends that I got to. And so I think that structure would be ideal. I think that would be ideal. Because if I wanted to, yeah! We're doing it! Oh, we started a hype train too! Thank you, Jack! We're getting there. It's Monday and we are already going for it. Oh, he started. Okay, I got that little guy too. It's Monday and we're already. Oh, it's our first time using Twitch. This is so funny. Okay, so normally it's not like this. Normally people are like, woohoo, thanks for the subscription. I have decided to do an insane thing and make you listen to songs from the early 2000s every time you subscribe. Brayden actually described it as like, only Color Is Law would torture the people that that subscribe to her. And I don't know, I like it. It's like it's a little party. It's a little party because I really appreciate when you guys subscribe and it makes me really happy. So I like it to be a big deal to me. It's amazing and it helps me out so much and I love you guys. Anyway, our local store does at least one night a month. What is this hype train thing? What are we doing? Oh, we've got how much time left? Okay, we have 3 minutes in the hype train. So the crazy thing is the hype train, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So the hype train is basically, you have 3 minutes and then if you gift subs, I guess, you do hype train stuff and then it unlocks a random emote at the end of it. And then everybody that participated in the hype train gets like an exclusive emote, which is kind of crazy. So like this is saying, yeah, two more subs to complete level 1, and then it goes up to level 2, and then you can actually click on it and see what, because it gives you like a random one or whatever. I'm just explaining Twitch at this point. And the funny thing is I'm really excited about it because like now I know. Like the first time it happened, I was like, there's so many noises, I don't know what's going on. And then we all got this like crazy emote. And so gift, yeah, it says it's 2 minutes and 30 seconds to gift 2 subs, and then you get level 2. And then if you click down, you can actually like click through them. And I was gonna try to find the one we had last time because we all got this one. And it's like, behold. And then behold, and then this one is like, and then it shows you all the little ones. I don't know, it's cool. It's got that weird like collection status thing, but I don't know. Our local store does it at least one night a month, and that is casual, more fun format. It's super fun. And we're doing this month, we're doing a dual IP deck. See, like I think that that's what locals is gonna be about, right? I think it's gonna be like, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you for the gifted subscription. Oh, and we get to listen to the whole song now, guys. We just need one more. Look at everybody again. Oh, we're almost there. We're 93% there. All right. So we need literally one more and we all get a new emote, or everybody that participated. But something else really cool happened. And after this, we have 1 more minute. We have 1 minute to get 1 sub. But because Koio? Oh no, it's gonna take me like a minute to. Oh, yay, thank you so much, Jack. Okay. Oh wow, thank you so much for the fun. Oh wow, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Oh wow, level 3. That's crazy. Dance party on a Monday. Yes, we did it. Oh, we did it like crazy. Get ready. Get ready. So the heart is full. So now, this is the crazy part. So now, oh, we did.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it out what's in my head. And
this is the secret one. I always forget about this.
And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high and loud. Sit to the top of my lungs. What's going on?
You guys ready? The whole thing.
What's going on?
Oh, it's not the whole thing. That's a bummer. Well, okay, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, Double of Voice figured out. You figured it out. Oh my god, that's so funny. And the hype train. Oh my god, level 3. Oh man, I'm so excited. So the heart is full. So I will let you guys decide. I'll let you guys decide. Do you want to listen to the entire, because we get to listen to a whole song now. We're gonna take an entire break for this because the dance break heart is full. So we're gonna either listen to the entire Numa Numa song or we can listen to the entire He-Man one. Which one? You guys get to choose. I'll put a poll in. We'll have 2 more minutes on our hype train. And then I'll let thank you so much. Nah, just more. So, because it plays a little bit of it. All right. Woohoo! Thank you so much for the follow, Lantern Wraith, and welcome, welcome. They're out there. I sometimes when you guys gift stuff, it always tells me like who's here but like lurking too. Because you're like, gifted this sub that I was like, I haven't seen you in chat before. I'm like, I see you out there lurking, but now you're part of this. You're a part of it. You're a part of it. Thank you so much for the follow. And thanks for Double O Voice for coming in here and making our Monday like actually hype as like we haven't even gotten this hype on a Friday, I think. That's crazy. It's Monday and we're doing the thing. But now we got a minute and a half left. We got a minute and a half left. And so for that minute and a half, I'm going to let y'all decide. Which dance party are we doing? We need more power. Which dance party are we doing? Are we doing Numa, or what is it? It's just like He-Man. Look at the fire emotes you can get here. Yeah, I was like looking at it. I was looking at it. They're heading out already? No! All right, let's do a poll. So we have a little bit longer left. Our hype train is going. That's crazy. We got a minute left, so get in there and vote, and then that's gonna be the dance party that we get. Oh, hey, let's go. We only need one more. Thank you so much, Martin Sickles. Thank you. We need one more for level 4. You guys are gonna be so impressed when I learn the words to this. Oh man, 19 seconds. Oh, one left. Are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? And then we're gonna have a full dance party. We are. Oh, we did it. We did it. Did we do it? I don't What did we get? I get to... The hype chest is on its way. It's on its way. The conductor. That's so cool. Oh, that's so cool. Ooh. What'd I get? The little heart. Choo-choo. How do I... Can we name some emote my for absolutely no reason? How do we... I need to put an emote that, like... I'm gonna put in an emote. I'll have to think of it. Oh, not like this! No! Oh, no! I played Sapphire Steel Ducktectives, courtesy of R&B. Oh, no, I've got it queued up. Guess what? You guys have to vote. Did you vote? Because we get a full dance party. Oh, okay. Everybody wants to listen to He-Man. Let's go. Apparently, we're not going to be listening to Numa Numa. Not today. Not today. We're going to go for the full one. Oh my god, I haven't seen that video probably since I was like... I have no idea. I haven't watched... Like, Oh, we're gonna watch He-Man. Okay, we're going to do the whole one. Hey! Yep. All right. Oh my god, it was posted 15 years ago. That's fine. That's fine. Skeletor? Yeah. All right. Let me see if I can... Oh, what did we... What? Guys? What is that? Oh, come on! Okay! Humans, let's do this! We have an IRL word band. We got a new song unlocked though, for sure. Oh, let me get that. And then we are gonna pause this. And then, are you guys ready? This can't be. How do I pause? Okay, thank you. Haha. All right. Did I already say it? Did I already say the banned word? I can't believe that you guys have already gotten me on that. So let's actually, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go here, and I want to show this. We're doing it. We're doing it. Oh, did I already say it? Oh, come on! Hydrate, thank you. Thank you for taking care of me. Oh, God. I already said it? That's insane. I kind of wanted that train symbol for real. I know, I was like looking at him. The problem is I get like, I get very, there we go. No, get in there. I get very like collector mindset with it where I'm like, oh, wait, gotta catch them all. Like, they're not Pokemon. They're literally, they're like hype train emotes. But at the same time, I kind of need them, you know? You know? Yeah, you know. You know how it is. Collectors be collecting because they're like, wait a minute. And the thing is like, I know that Ryan, yeah, thank you so much for everybody. That was like a super fun. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna play the song that you guys voted on. So if anybody asks, this was your fault. Yeah. We love it. You guys are like wiling out today. Look at that. I'm gonna have to make the heart bigger. That's exciting. That's exciting. Okay. He-Man. You guys voted. I didn't even check if the vote was closed yet, but we'll get there. Chill. Chill, 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 chill. All right. Oh, we did it. 92% of you wanted to listen to this song. So we're here. We're here and we're doing it. And I'm actually really excited. This song slaps. And the video is ridiculous. Have you guys seen this video? Internet humor was wild. Was wild back then. All right. You guys ready? We're gonna do our dance break. I can't wait. Okay. Y'all voted correctly. I love it here. I love it here. All right.
And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying
So
in
bad.
bed to get it all out what's in my head. And I feel it a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and get real high and loud. Feel the top of my
All right, guys, here it is.
What's going on?
This is the silliest part.
And it tries. Oh my God, do I
Try.
try all the time in this institution? And he prays. Oh my God, do I pray? I pray every single day.
Yeah.
And I say, hey, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah. I say, what's going on? And I say, don't, yeah, yeah. Just keep it inside. Learn how to hide your feelings. What's going on? Yeah.
Oh man, that was a good choice, you guys. That was a good. That's a good choice. I know. This is probably how I sound in my car. I sound like Skeletor for sure. That's why I was like trying not to sing along, but at the same time, it's really difficult. And I'm like, okay, we're listening to this song, but it's me, just kind of like, all right. I'll see you later. Thanks for joining the dance party. That's it. We all needed that. We needed that on a Monday. Ugh. Talking about set champs, feeling good, feeling bad, feeling sideways about it. And I think we just needed it. I feel better. You guys feel better? Oh my God, do I try? Oh yeah. That's so funny. Double of Voice found, like, I put a bunch of stuff in there because I was like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Twitch is kind of weird. And then I throw all this stuff in there that I think is funny. And then Double of Voice found one of those things. And then, you know, there's some other stuff in there too. So I don't know. It's fun. My favorite thing about this is being able to interact with you guys, because I think when I cast, I can't do that. I can't I can like kind of say stuff about chat, but I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to be talking about the game. And like, so this is like my ability to interact with everybody and kind of talk to you guys and see how the community's feeling and how we're all feeling. Do we all feel good, bad, sad, in between, you know, like, bleh. And then if we get a little bit too much, we can just have a dance party and call it, and just kind of, you know, call it, right?
Go to the ETBCCQ. It'll be fun.
If I could, I would. I actually reached out and I was like, let me cast. And they were like, we already have our crew. And I was like, I get it. How often do I stream? I stream on Mondays, Wednesdays, and bonus stream on Fridays. I think tomorrow I'm going to be streaming because we're going to have the Wilds Unknown thing. And I really want to, like, I mean, obviously I'm going to be watching the Disney Lorcana one, and I'm going to be fully engaged in just a chat gremlin because I'm super excited about it. But I'm thinking about maybe streaming during it tomorrow. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea, but hold, please. Something really cool just happened. Okay, so I can't read. Is anyone going to Brazil? I'm not going to Brazil, but I know a lot of people that are going to Brazil. There's a lot of people going to Brazil, and I'm very, very excited for them. One of my favorite people is going to Brazil, and a bunch of other my favorite peoples are going to Brazil. So, Brazil was kind of crazy because I think it happened a lot, but I'm flying from Colombia. It was a $500 round trip for me. Yeah, like, I know that a lot of people that were trying to get tickets for it were able to, and then they checked the flights and they were kind of reasonable. Like, getting to Brazil was kind of reasonable. So I think a lot of people are going to be, okay. Woo! Oh my gosh. When I can well, listen. Woo! No. Yeah, I mean, I am. No, this is like the coolest thing that's ever happened to me. But it's happening like live, and I can't no, I'm not. No. Listen, no. No. That'd be rad though. Yeah, I do. Okay, that's right. You're right. I need a breathe button. I do. Then it was like, woo! Okay. All right. It's good. We're good. Everything is great. What is happening? What are we're stretch. We're stretching. Okay. Oh, it's I can't. You can't see. The fact that it happened, woo! Moving on, not trying to have it. Yeah, was that good? Does it? Okay, we're good. Okay, let's see. Took 4th of Bro, Reginald, if I won the lottery, I would send you all of my floor cards, and you know it. You know it. Um, that's kind of crazy. I'm gonna. Oh man. Never, ever. No, nothing official, nothing crazy, none of that stuff. This is gonna be a fun story for the grandkids, right? One day. Bro, Reginald, no, absolutely not. That's not how near. It'll be a fun story. Took 4th of 15th in a set champs this weekend, but pulled 2 legendaries and enchantments from my prize pack. Let's go. That's what I was talking about earlier. 4th, getting to 4th place is great. Okay, that's an incredible feat. You got 15th. That was a sizable set champs. And look, you got prize packs. So you were like, I feel good about this experience. You feel good about this experience. So I'm really happy that your set champs and your LGS actually took like that initiative to make that experience like better for you. Right. I'm just saying, it's 150 round trip, and I drove from Detroit, and ECB doesn't that long. The thing is I got a lot of like, so I have, let's see what we're doing. I have, my brain is actually on the floor right now. So we're doing Gen Con. And by we, I mean me and all of my personalities. We're doing Gen Con, and we're doing Indy, which is like 2 trips to Indy in like less than a month, right? And then just actually we were booking the Airbnb for the DLC championship in Disneyland. It's not in Disneyland, it's in California, but it's the championship. So booking that as well. So I got a lot of things that I'm doing, and I gotta be chill. So ATB, so the thing with like when I do events and everything, I work weekends, right? Because obviously I'm hanging out with you guys. It's literally Monday at like 2:30, and I'm hanging out with you guys. And so I work nights, I work weekends, and I work, whenever I can. So if I take off to do an event, it does cost me money because most of my business happens. So I have to be very selective on what I actually attend. And so last year I was able to do like Charlie's, and I was able to do like a bunch of little things here and there, but life changes, and so I'm having to make bigger decisions. I'm having to make some bigger choices going through, so I'm kind of reserving the right. So I'm definitely going to Indy for the DLC because I'm going to play Infinity, and I'm gonna watch all you guys play Infinity. And I'm going to the championship in the North American Championship in California because I missed that last time, and I was super bummed. I was just like really bummed because I couldn't make it. So I promised myself I would make it this year. And then Gen Con is kind of like an extra fun little thing. Like we're just like it's just a little thing, you know what I mean? So basically I might not go to, like, I want to go to Gen Con really bad, but if my budgeting thing gets all wacky, then Gen Con is like the first thing to go. But so like going to ETB and going to the CCQ in Dallas and like going to all these other things, I don't think I'll be able to make those events just based off of my life. Anyway, I scrubbed out so hard at set champs playing Bluey. Bluey is the term that you guys came out with over the weekend, where it's Amber Sapphire, and because of Bluey and Bingo, because Bluey is like orangey yellow, or no, Bluey is blue, but like Bingo is like orangey yellow, and so you guys are calling the deck Bluey, and I fully support this. I fully support it. 100%. We can call Amber Sapphire Bluey, because Bluey's on Disney Plus, and we can do that. That's fine. And the fact that it like you can play it and it reminds you of Bingo and Bluey is kind of like another one. But my 8-year-old made top 4 playing his Blue Steel Darkwing deck pile he created. That's sick! I played the Sapphire Steel Darkwing deck pile that R&B created, and I did not get top 4. So that's awesome. That's a huge deal. And again, I think to you guys that were saying, like sitting here before, I was really excited about I was really excited about my experience with set champs, even though, like, I mean, I got my foil promo, I played I played a deck I wanted to play. Maybe not necessarily the exact deck, but that's, you know, sometimes life be like that, right? But I played a deck that I felt that was fun. And I got a foil promo, and I didn't feel compromised and like I had to play a super ultra meta deck. I also didn't want, I want the first place mat, but I was like, I would rather play a fun deck than play the other thing, right? So, gotta get you 4 angels. Man, oh God. That's the crazy thing is like, there's just like a lot of really big cards that I don't own right now, but I do have cauldrons, and that's literally all that matters to me. No, blue is good. My daughter loves it. Deck is fire. Yeah, Daryl here, famously really good at Amber Sapphire. Oh yeah, I will show my deck list. That is something that I can do. And then R&B can be really mad at me because at one point I had my deck up there, and he was like, "What did you do to it?" Like, well, I just threw a bunch of cards together. But let's see the deck that I played. My decks. Yes, I love Bluey. Anytime my daughter's like, "Can we watch Bluey?" I'm like, "Yes. Yes, we can watch Bluey. We 100%." It's stuck in my head. Nope, not my board. My board. Here we go. Let's see. Can we see it? Yoink. Yeah, look at that. I mean, I stole it directly from R&B and then I named it this. Let's see. I got top 4 with Ruby Amethyst deck, but the rest of the top was Blurple, Blurple, Blurple. Oh, yikes. You got a shiny card, and Blurple is wild. Like Ruby Amethyst in a Blurple room. There was like in the room that I was in, it was like all steel. It was all steel and it was crazy. And then Humble was on Ruby Amber, and he had a hard time. But then the next day he went and brought Emerald Sapphire and literally like won. So he locked in the next day. And I think that's kind of cool, right? Like he brought a deck. He kind of got a little crushed, which is fine. And then the next day he locked in and went and brought a deck that would win and won his mat. So I think, like, again, I think that the set champs structure is really good and it's set up to like have whatever time that you want to have. And again, I think set champs are a really awesome time to be like, oh, it feels really bad. Like I tried really, really hard and then I didn't get where I wanted. Now you have a starting place, right? Like we all have like, maybe this time in Wilds Unknown, maybe you get coaching or maybe you play more or you play a meta deck or whatever. And then when you go into Wilds Unknown set champs, all of a sudden you're improving from where you were last time. So maybe you're not beating everybody else, but you're beating yourself and your own record. So played Deck Detectives and made top 4. We had a Golden Mickey winner show up. Oh, yikes. Yeah. I mean, well, like, okay, I was about to say, like, R&B has a Golden Mickey, so yeah, same. Literally same. I brought R&B's deck, borrowed cards from R&B, and then got 2-0'd by R&B, and then he won the set champs. So, like, yeah, it was a surreal experience for sure, but still a good story. I kind of liked it. It was funny. My one loss was against Blurple deck that was playing Spooky Sight. That's a mad lad. That is an actual mad lad. He's like, I am not losing to dogs or aggro. Let's see. Lost to a Ruby Amethyst Burn deck yesterday. I wasn't prepared to face Amethyst Chromacon in that color combo. Yeah, that's another wild one. This one was actually this guy, so I took that out. And I had 3 Plutos and only 0 Donald Ducks. Lots of Blurple and Ruby Amethyst. That's crazy because, again, my set champs was, well, R&B and I were Sapphire Steel. There was one Blurple that I knew of. There was a lot of, a couple Amber Sapphires, Amber Steels, Corey, Humble, in there. I kept getting so excited to play her and, like, quest with Judy Hopps that I actually forgot to add my lore a lot of the times. So that was on me. Because I was like, quest, I get to like talk, I get to like look at the top 4 of my deck, and then I'd be like, did I add the lore or not? And my opponent's like, I don't know.
Woohoo!
Oh, and that's not on them, that's on me. Thank you for the follow, Lorcata cards. Is that like cards that you can get off of Temu? Temu? Oh wait, did I see two? Like did I say? I got TFT on the brain. Meow. Meow. But yeah, I just played this. Oh, and then I did throw in one of this other card, and Ryan was like, "What are you doing?" Let's see. Yeah, Let's Get Dangerous. That's what it was. I threw a one of in there, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I literally like it was like turn 1, and I was like, "Inca, Let's Get Dangerous." He's like, "That is not in my list. Why is that card in there?" I was like, "I thought it'd be funny," and then I got here, and it wasn't funny. It was not funny, but it's inkable. So, yeah. So, no dogs on ice. Yeah, there were no dogs. No dogs at the set champ that I saw. Again, I was at like table 1 and 2 the whole time. I'm just kidding. Literally, it was. No, I played against Blurple. I played against Sapphire Steel, and I played against Amber Steel. And I won against Blurple. I got crushed by Amber Steel, and I got crushed by Sapphire Steel. Which, can I talk about? Okay, I'm going to talk about my experience against Amber Steel. I'm going to talk about it. And I think I've been really positive. I haven't crashed out today, and I think that's really good. I'm going to give myself, like, it's like so good of me to have not crashed out, you know, and it's like already 3 o'clock. But we're going to so many people ask me about certain cards. I just kept being for the vibes. Don't worry about it. Just let it happen. I love that. Wife and I like cats, so we did a name similar to that. You're not the only one who's mentioned Lorcana Tires. It's like a budget Lorcana Temu version. Okay. Yeah. What's a crash out? A crash out is like, wow. Okay, so like getting emotionally kind of like upset, I guess, is like you're kind of like crashing out. But I say it like, when I say like I'm crashing out, I'm not actually upset. I'm not actually angry. I'm not really yelling or whatever. It's just kind of like I'm being dramatic, honestly. Like from me to you, it's just me being dramatic. Losing your cool. Yeah. So I actually did crash out on Saturday against Amber Steel. And if that person that I was playing against sees this, I do want to apologize, because I was reminded swiftly, like, of all the advice that I give you guys. Oh God, I forgot about this. Oh my God, I can't believe I just now remembered this. So all of the advice that I give you guys, all of the like being like, hey, like let's be better and let's, you know, whatever. I forgot to do that because it's against Amber Steel. He's a very good player. I know he's a very good player. I've played him at like multiple set champs. I mean, our locals are stacked. And he was locked in with Amber Steel, and I'm locked in with detectives, and I'm like, ha ha ha. Which I think it has a good matchup, but I needed to find certain cards, and I didn't, and my, you know, whatever, right? I mean, it's the same bad beats thing moving forward. Now, what happens game 1 was he plays Angel into a Cood, into Grandmother Willow, and I was like, okay, all right, fire the cannons, anything, you know, what is it, the terror that flaps in the night. That would have been sick, but I didn't have it, so you know he got to go off. And then next turn he sings to Cood and plays something else, and then something else, and then something else, and then he plays Doc, and I was like, at this point I was just like, okay, sure. And so he at some point, like I was like, he was at 13 and I couldn't do like anything. I couldn't do anything. I looked at his board. I had like a few things in my hand. And sorry, oh my gosh, messages. So he's at 13. I had a couple things on my my board, and I was like, okay, I might be able to do this, I might not be able to do this. He pulls like he pulls another Akoud, and I was like, "Heh, okay, whatever, dude." I was like, you know what? Let's just go next. I'll be on the play. That's cool. I like it. I like it here. I'll just be on the play. We're good. And then he goes Akoud, strength, strength, and I was like, okay, all right. And we play a few more turns, and he like removes something else of mine while also forwarding his plan and his board. And I was like, okay, all right, we're down. We're not out. I got some cards in hand. I have some removal. I have some things I can do. I have some card draw. He has no cards in hand, and I can remove 3 to 4 things off of his board, right? Okay, sick. All right, pass the turn. He draws and goes, Nani, and I went, huh. My brain was like, if he draws a dock off of this Nani and he rips a dock, and I went, you got it, man. And I literally pushed away, grabbed my cards, and I scooped, and I left. I didn't leave. I left the room because it was a side room. I was like, when I saw that Nani, my head exploded because I was like, I have been fighting for my life. And if because he'd already seen a dock that game too. So he had seen like 2 docks, but of course, Akoud draws cards. I understand. I completely understand. And I'm not like, I am not saying that my opponent did anything other than just playing the game and sleeving up the correct deck and playing it correctly, right? I'm saying for my own stance of like, has nothing to do with him. I lost my mind because I was like, again, fighting for my life. I finally got it. This is a very, very strong deck. And I am out here with crayons and paper and super glue trying to keep my deck together as I just get Akouded out of my brains. And so then I'm like, okay, we kind of got some reprieve. I'm feeling like Rocky where I'm like, okay, pass. And he just goes, oh, Nani. And I like, it's like something creeped up in the back of my head where I was like, if he reveals a dock, I'm done with this. And he was like, pull a dock. And he had so much ink. He had so much ink that he could play the dock and he could play whatever he got off of the dock. And I was just like, nope, that's it. You got it. I'm good. You got it. And he was like, okay. I'm like, not you. It's me. It's not you. It's me. I'm angry. And I literally had to like go in the other room and be like, and that is like, I took a breath. I took a lap. I was like, I got 2 more rounds. We're good to go. And then they were like, okay, pairings are up. Like colors law against R&B table 2. And I was like, and that's it for me. And so after that, I was like, all right, I'm good. Let's play the day. Let's play some, cards, play some friends and have fun. And, the other person, I even told him, I was like, it's not you. I just couldn't, I couldn't handle it because in my brain, I was like, if you reveal a dock off of the Nani that you just ripped off the top of the deck, because I kept being like, cards in hand. Okay, cool. Cards in hand. You've already played a dock. That's good, right? Like, you've already played the dock. You've already got your value, and I'm starting like it's gonna be a rough climb. Like, but I have the card draw. I have the resources. I have a removal. Next turn, I'm gonna blow out your entire board, and I just need you to play. I don't even care. I had to let it go in my hand because I was like, you could even just rip a Lilo Escape Artist off the top, and I have to let it go for that, and I'm good. Like, we can get where we need to be. And he was like, oh, sick. Nani into, and I was like, dock. And I'm like, ah! So angry. I was so angry. Like, I walked back there and like, R&B's partner was back there and she's like, are you good? And I was like, no. Like, and again, all the crap that I talk and about us being good and about us, like, handling on our emotions, I crashed out. But, like I said, they said the pairings. I had a good laugh about it. And then I went and got O2'd by R&B. And I was like, this was a good day, though. I still had fun. But, woo! I had something similar happen in my favor. And my opponent accused me of cheating. So at least he didn't do that. The thing is like, it's whatever. Like, I have no idea. But sometimes I've seen people run so hot before. And, like, I've played this player before. And I don't, I've played this person before, and I think that they play very cleanly and everything, so there's no reason to believe that. I mean, they could be just like a magician, and but I would have no reason to do that. I've seen crazier things happen. It was just my own heuristic for like how much more I could handle before crashing out, and it is like if that is a dock, I'm freaking out. And if I'm freaking out, I got to get away from this person because it's not their fault. And I need to scoop and give them the win because they deserve it. And I need to take a lap. Like, you know, I've gone full tilt at multiple set champs before. Yeah, and the thing is like I am me, right? Like I try so hard to be a good person, and I try to be normal, and I try to like not make others uncomfortable, and I understand how like my presence can affect others, and I'm very I'm very self-aware in that aspect. So the best thing I could have done is just scooped and gotten away from them and let them enjoy their win. Sassy Gamer 22, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I also consider myself a sassy gamer. What's going on? Talking about set champs crash outs and how it happens to the best of us. And sounds like me when I'm Blurple player, I'm fighting for my life, and again in top decks of third Hades. Right, and you're just like, like a Blurple is another relentless deck, right? And that's kind of just how it is, right? I'm playing Duck Detectives. I was playing my little guys. I got to play my Darkwing Ducks, and I got my little Dark Queens, all my detectives, all my synergies, and I'm just having the best time. And yeah, they're just like, you're just like fighting for your life. And the thing is like if you're gonna bring a deck like this, you're gonna fight for your life. And I think that that's just kind of like part of it, right? I invited that fight of my life. I knew sitting down from Amber Steel, I was not doing things on the same power level as them. So I didn't expect to win. But yeah, like you're fighting for your life, and they're like, "Oh, this is this card that does the thing that pulls it into another card that does another thing," and you're just like, so again, that's why I was like, okay, I gotta, whoo, like actually it was I just actually anger from Inside Out, just being like Hades from it, just full rage, scoop up my cards, pack up my belongings, and go to the other room so I can just calm down for a second, and again, like afterwards they're like, you know, like, oops, my bad, you know, because like obviously you don't want to be like the person in the, you know, you don't want to be the person in the room like bringing everybody down. So that's why I was like, just I'm being responsible for my crash out. I'm gonna go, you know, please crash out responsibly. Go in the other room, crash out, take a breather, go next, right? And that can be said of like if anger is the first emotion of my crash out, if I would have cried, same thing. Even if I would have said, like I could have literally just started crying and it would have been the same thing. I'd be like, okay, scoop, and then go cry, and then come back, lock in, just get it in there, you know. It's all crashing out doesn't have to just be anger. It could be heavy emotions, and you just gotta. We go next. We go next. We're here. We're going next. But I have a deck for you. I'm pretty sure it's your speed, but I can't share until after Brazil. All right, keep the secret sauce, and I'll see you after Brazil. Blue Steel, Darkwing Ducks is a little broken in between with Ward. Darkwing Duck. Yeah. Yeah. It felt, but the thing is like the Amber Steel, I felt like I was throwing down the Ward Darkwing Duck, and I was having to like challenge in. If I could have like shifted the Judy and then been able to challenge in, and then like now it has a resist 2, and then Ward and all this other cool stuff, but yep. But also, I'm bad at this deck, so I got leaked tonight. Gonna try out the Lilo and Stitch deck from the Lorcana app with some added spice. Which deck is that? What deck is that? I know Decanio had a Lilo and Stitch deck, and then Habibi built a Lilo and Stitch deck and just like beat the crap out of me with that. And the one that Decanio built was also quite strong. So, I think that post-rotation, Lilo and Stitch is going to be a menace. An actual menace, depending on the Wild Unknown stuff, which is literally happening tomorrow. We're getting spoiled. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I would run 4 cannons as Amber Steel and only has a few cards with resist. I know, I think it's crazy because you're like, oh, Angel is, you know, basically fire the cannons. And then you're like, oh, wait, I need to get exactly Angel faster, but if so there's a lot of decks too where if you have fire the cannons early, you just disrupt their entire game plan, especially in the mirror too. Like if you just fire the cannons there, like if I would have found the terror that flaps in the night and then just had it for the Angel, and they wouldn't have been able to please crash out responsibly. Por favor, de forma responsive. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I attempted that. I should have not done that. What's one thing you're hoping from the reveals tomorrow? Um, 4 cannons, 2 at the most. I know, right? Like 4, I don't know. In Infinity, I'm throwing 4 cannons in every deck. Watch. Bet. But also, one thing. I had a winning record at Glimmered with Dark Queen. I put the new Rhino Detective Bodyguard. Oh yeah. Yeah. Actually, yesterday somebody had the Zombie Lilo with Angel. Yeah, that's like the great synergy. Somebody had this detective and he was literally Hades looping this detective yesterday, but it was Amber. It's the Amber 4/4 Rhino. And he had it in his Amber Sapphire deck, and he had a Amber Sapphire detectives list, and he was looping it. So he was like, maybe it was Clawhauser, get back Clawhauser and play him, and like, and it has 2 lore on it, and we were just like, oh my god. And Ryan had to like, RB had to like let it go on that to stop the Clawhauser loop. It was crazy because he just kept getting 2 lore a turn from it. What I'm hoping for tomorrow for reveals, I would 100% love, need, and have an inkable Ruby card. That would be great. I would love that. Just give us a little hope tomorrow, right? Just give us a little bit. That would be crazy if we got like a good inkable Ruby card. I think that would be great. Preferably a gargoyle. All right. We know what Reggie is hoping for. What do I want? I mean, okay, so as far as like mechanically speaking, I'm excited to see what the new toy mechanic is. I'm excited to see what other things that they put in there. I also feel like they always have like a secret IP that they like didn't, you know? Because like last time it was like Sleepy Hollow and they just kind of like threw that in there and didn't tell us about it. Super good reprint. I think I don't know about but like I want to see the new art. Like if they do reprints, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be new art coming for each reprint. So hopefully they have like a smaller amount of reprints and then they all have new art that we get to experience. I do like that. I don't want to see a reprint tomorrow unless it's like Medusa. But that's not inkable, but it's still Ruby. But I don't know. I want to talk about the new mechanics. I want to see like some of the stuff. I hope some more boost. I want more boost, I think. That's what I want. I want more boost. Super toy. I wonder if there's more whispers. I think. Okay, this is really weird. I think that the Incredibles cards have more potential to be more fun. Like the mechanics might be cooler. And there's going to be like really, because like that Jack Jack card looks ridiculous, right? And like, I think there's going to be more fun mechanics that you could do with like the Incredibles because they're superheroes. But like, nostalgia's sake and my own, I really want the Toy Story cards to be good. Because if the Toy Story cards are playable, like I want Bo Peep, I want like, oh god, like, you know, I just want it to be really good. And the Japanese sleeves with where it looks like we're getting like the claw, like that looks really good. That looks really, really good. The art looks cool. It just, let's see. I don't even know where I can find it. How would we look for this? Look, sleeves. Let's see. I don't know what I thought was gonna come up, but let's see. Toy Story. There's so many other ways to do this, and I just did it in the laziest way possible. Let's see. Hopefully they have photos. There's this. Okay, here we go. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. Shoo. Shoo. Oh, there we go. Yeah, like this art is so cool. Like, oh, you can't even see it. All right, well, get wrecked, guys. Like, I love this. Like, the Wilds Unknown, like, it's playing into, like, the greenery, and it's the claw. And they're like, ooh. Like, and I want to know what the card does. I want to know, is that the enchanted? Like, the claw, it moves. You have one specific character that you want from the new IPs. I think that Mrs. Incredible Enchanted would go real hard for reasons that we're not going to get into. And I think that would be cool. I mean this is looking at Buzz and Woody like looking out like that with the illuminary behind it, like it just feels so cool. And if like the art style is great, but this is like I think because they're both very symmetric, the way that the art is, it's very pleasing, like artistically speaking. So I'm just very, very excited to see that. Like it's like they're centered and then the illuminary is the background and it kind of has like I don't know. Both of these arts make me very happy. So I don't know if this is going to be the actual enchanted versions or this is just like the card art in general. But everything about the ooh, I love it. I love it. More alien tag. Yeah. The claw art is just and it's like one of those things where the longer you look at it, you're like, the better it gets. Cause I can't, I don't know. I'm so bad at art, but like this, how it's framed by the foliage. And then like, it's just very, I don't know the style of art that I'm trying to think of, but like the symmetric, how it's like symmetric and then it's framed and then you have the background and it's all very, like it hits my brain in like a really good way. Like it's very balanced. There's symmetry. There's like the way the colors and the contrast and it all pops. Like I think these are really like the art is amazing and I want this card to do something ridiculous. I don't know if it like puts an alien maybe into play for free, which would be insane, but it better be inkable. I don't know. That'd be cool. Bambi is underrated, yeah. For every toy you have in play, this card costs one less to play. And then it does something cool. I don't know. Because like how do claw machines work? Like would you do the flavor because it's the claw, it's not the alien, so would you do the flavor to like mimic oh, or maybe you pay, maybe it's like a cost dump, right? Because like when you play a claw machine, you put money into it to try to win it. So like if you pay X or whatever, and then you can flip X amount of cards off the top of your deck, and then however many of them are an alien, you can like put them into play for free, or you put them in your hand or whatever. Exert to get a random card out of your discard or hand. No, I think it could be cool. Like it's an ink dump. So like pay X and then you look at X amount of cards from the top of your deck and however many aliens you can find, you put them into your hand, right? Flavor wise, I think mechanically that could destroy the game. We don't have like X cost things. And then oh yeah, like unlimited aliens like the Dalmatian puppies. I think that would be really cool too because I love having cards like that. Cards that just do things. Oh, we have to have a Pizza Planet location. What color will the card be? Let's see. It's probably gonna be amber. No, I don't know. Because like, well, I know Sapphire does a lot with like manipulating the top of your deck. But I think, yeah, I definitely get weird Pizza Planet. I think I am more sort of excited about the Toy Story stuff just because of the nostalgia of it. And it's like kind of cool. Like, you know, the claw, it moves, action, banish the chosen character. Or you could take control of their character. That'd be so gross. Because it's like the claw goes down on their board and it like takes their character. I don't know. To match the aliens. I don't really know. Like Emerald does a lot of everything, so it could be Emerald just because like Emerald does everything a little bit, but I don't know. That would be kind of cool. Because I don't think we have like pay X and then X is equal to and then you can look at that many cards or something. We don't have that mechanic yet. That would be cool though. That'd be really cool. Because you're like, okay, I'll play because I guess no, the card would have to be expensive. So it like costs, I don't know, 6. And then you can pay 4, and then you get to look at the top 4 cards, and then if they're aliens, you get to put them, I don't know, into play for free. I don't know. Yeah. Rotation will zap Emerald. Rotation is going to nuke so many things, and I can't wait for everybody to be like, unless they print 2-cost Sapphire Ramp in this set, it's going to get crazy out here. It's going to get wild, but the claw. Could be an action to exert a character and draw a card. Could be. Zerg. I think Zerg is going to be cool. And I want to see Zerg with a flower crown now that I've seen this. I'm kidding. I think Zerg will be cool. I don't know what they're going to be. And honestly, like it being an exclusive thing, it's like annoying. I'm not gonna lie, but like I like that they're doing exclusive stuff because I think that it's really important. Um, I think it's really important to have exclusive stuff for our collectors, right? You know, like if there's not incentives for our collectors, like what are we doing? So I do hate that. But do you think people will play One Jump Ahead again when Sail and Tipo are gone? So Emperor Zerg with a flower throne. I love it. Zerg, maybe larger angel. He's got a pew pew, right? He's got to be like pew pew. That's got to like be, that has to be something that he does. I think that is something that he has to do. Let's go through Twitter. That's actually an insane thing for us to do, but I always like the risk of it. Let's see. Do I think about the One Jump Ahead thing? I think that mechanically speaking, looking through all of the things that will rotate out, I think that mechanically they want us ramping on 3. I think that's what they want us doing. Now, you can technically like hard play One Jump Ahead on turn 2. It is an uninkable, and I think that it's not good to do because you're relying on that. You should not. I think if they do not come out with another 2-cost ramp, then you should not be trying to ramp on 2, because if you play your character on 3 and then you play your character on 2 and then you sing One Jump Ahead, you're going to be so much further ahead than trying to rely on only having 4 pieces of an uninkable 2-cost ramp in your deck, right? So if you, underdog and then sing One Jump is really good, but you have to have those pieces aligned, and that's really fair for you to have to find that line. It's also kind of like it's kind of like a perfect situation. I get an underdog, I get One Jump, I can sing the One Jump. I think that's completely fair. If you have to hard cast One Jump on turn 2, that's probably fine. It's probably fine, but it's a terrible top deck later, right? Or you can build your deck in a way to where it functions properly while ramping on 3. And I don't think a lot of people want to do that because it's not as powerful and it doesn't feel as good. But I think that if you take a look at all the cards that we have available to us, ramping on 3 is kind of where they want you ramping on 3 is where they want you to be. And I think that that it's just very apparent with all of the ramp options. And so it might force some restructuring of what Sapphire identity is, because ramping on 2 might be just too strong. And so if you're going to ramp on 2, you're going to have to hard play One Jump Ahead, or you're going to have exactly underdog into One Jump Ahead, which is not an easy thing to do. Sale is too consistent, and so is Tipo. Gotta hop off. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you so much. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate you. Appreciate you all. Today's fun. Today's been a fun Monday. And then, like I said, I'm gonna try to stream. Hopefully, like I can be on around like 1 o'clock or something, and that would be really cool because I want to freak out with you guys. But if not, I'll be in chat freaking out during the forecast. It probably starts at like noon Eastern, right? No, not Twitch. No, not that. That's crazy. That would have been insane. Don't share that. Holy geez. Holy. Eric, let's see. To be honest, Sapphire has more explosive ramp. Maybe 2-cost ramp gets you to 16 faster, but there's other plays that get you to 9. Right, and that's the thing too, is I think that a lot of the problems that come in is when the ramp is like the format is too fast, or your deck is too fast, and if you're ramping on 3, then you need to be playing to the board. And then in a mirror match is like, okay, sure, I've ramped later, but then I've ramped later, but now I can do more powerful things later. I think the early game, they want it to be a little bit more fair, but they have things like a Cood, which immediately make it unfair. So, I think that there's ways to build the decks, and I think that it's going to really change the structure of like how we think about it. Or there's going to be people that are just hard set. I gotta ramp on 2. I'm still gonna go 2, 4, 6. You can't stop me. So, I'm interested to see how.
Woohoo!
Oh, thanks for the follow, Lando Wonka. I'm interested to see how people change their thinking post rotation. But also known as tomorrow, and look at this. Oh yeah, we do get Mirada. Oh yeah, oh yeah. So like that's the other IP that they're just kind of like not talking about a lot, and I'm excited for this one because I know that this is like a really underrated movie. Playing a 4 cost on turn 3 is way more powerful than a 6 cost on turn 5. Yeah, and that's kind of like the point, right? Like, why would I do that when this is much more powerful? But now it's going to be less consistent. You're really giving up a lot of deck building if you're trying to rely on trying to play the 4 cost on turn 3. I think you're just giving up a lot of consistency, and that's it. You're just giving up a lot of consistency, and I think that that is too scary for me to want to build my deck in that way, only having 1 jump ahead as an option. Hard playing 1 jump ahead as the only option is too scary for me to want to try to build a deck like that. But people are going to try to do it, and I don't know. Are we going to go over power, or are we going to go with consistency? That's always the question with this game, is it not? Power or consistency? Why not both? Because no! Let's see. Aww. Well, there's that. Congratulations. Let's see what Fungus did. He's going to Brazil. Won a top 4 set champs this season. One with Grew. Why did I call it that, you guys? One with Green Blue, one with Steel Song, and one with Blurple, and one with Dogs. I have one more potentially next week. I don't know. Play Detectives. You gotta play Sapphire Steel. What's the top one? Gotta be Sapphire Steel. Oh, Amber Ruby. All right. Well, DKP speaks. We are gamblers. I am hard rolling all the way to an 0-3 drop. Let's go. This is when Amber takes over. Now I'm giving too much. No, I think that like Amber Ruby's going to be really, really powerful. I think Amber Steel is just like already blown into the water powerful. But like it's going to be, I'm excited about these spoilers because I think it's going to be a huge change. Of course, when you look at these spoilers tomorrow, you need to be thinking about them in terms of how they fit into Infinity, because that's going to be your DLC indie format. So you need to be evaluating these cards in terms of the Infinity format. So when you see it, you're like, oh, this is blah, 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 blah. You're like, but wait a minute. When I put this card with Muses, if I put this card with Sisu, if I put it, like, those cards are back. Like, if this card and how far I'll go, you know? So tomorrow we actually get to look, we get to look at these spoilers and review and evaluate them in terms of every single card that has ever come out. So that's super fun. And for me, it might be a little daunting for other people, but I'm very excited because you're like, well, hold on. You're like, okay, this card's still really good in the mirror, but like, you know, or if they come out with a good item that you might be able to hit it off of, like, might solve a mystery. I'm so excited about tomorrow. Let's see. Won a set champs yesterday with the most plain white bread dog list you can imagine. All right, he did the thing. I like his bag though. Let's see. Did he do anything special? Nope. At least he knows he didn't. He didn't do anything special, but he still won. That's one more mat than I got. Oh, what are all these people doing? Back-to-back finals appearances. All right, cool. Oh, we're going to Brazil. Think every card tomorrow in the context of shift. Yes. Think of every card tomorrow in the context of shift, sing a cood, play muses, cry. When will we see more heroic videos? So heroic is really, really difficult for me because it requires 3 other people that are ungodly busy to be able to get together and build 100 card decks. And that's actually kind of what it is I just can't get people to build 100 card decks. So I've been focusing a lot on and also too, it's like, it's an unofficial format, and I love that, and I love the push for it because I think people really love it. But in terms of, I think that Heroic's going to be really good for people that have played Disney Lorcana for a while and want to switch and do something really fun and funky and casual. I think that the barrier to entry is really, really hard for new players and even like competitive players that are like super ultra grinding, because like setting aside to build a 100 card deck when you're trying to do the most is really difficult. So I think that I really like Infinity, but playing it with like on Masters of Disaster with JDZ on Thursday, playing Infinity and just being Infinity jank, and it's really fun. I still get to do the cool, it's like we've been doing franchise decks, and so I'm getting to kind of like flex that fun creative deck building that I really enjoy. And then I know that there's a lot of like groundwork happening at local levels for heroic, and I think that eventually that format will like shake itself out. But right now I'm just I'm so busy, and trying to coordinate a bunch of other people to play a multiplayer game is like herding cats. So I would probably hold off on those for a little bit just because my life is constantly in shambles. So there we go. Look at all these. I love, look at these. Look at these. And that's the thing. Look at this. This is a foil, right? And this is a non-foil. Look how pretty they both are. I'm happy with coming home with this. Yeah, I'm happy. Look at that. It can be foil or non-foil, but it doesn't matter in a picture because it doesn't, you can't tell the difference. Heroic is like Commander for Disney Lorcana. It is a unofficial fan format that a lot of people really love because it is a multiplayer format where you build a 100 card deck and you have a storyboard, which is much like your command zone. So you have a legendary, a song, and an ally, and you get to use those. And then like you have like a storyboard text or attacks. And you can use 3 colors. And so it is fun. It's super, super, super fun. But it's like, I know here in Florida, it's really popular. And people, like a lot of different card stores have heroic nights. None of them are on nights that I can go, but at the same time, it's really cool. I think 2 color cards will see a return of this format when they release Colors of the Wind. If not, oh yeah, like Duel Links. If not, Wilds Unknown in Revenge of the Vine. Attack of the Vine. I mean, cool story element that it glimmers, attacks the vine. It play plants guts, spill out, and then 2 card. That's crazy. Okay. All right. Well, so I do know that like on the official website for Attack of the Vine, there is something it talks about like leafy glimmers or something like that. So I think we will in Attack of the Vine get some kind of alternative glimmer, like a whisper type thing. Just because they kind of spoiled that already. And I'm like, oh, I wonder what that is. It's like a leafy duplicate, I think, is like the terminology that they used on the website. So that makes me feel like we're going to get some kind of cool, I don't know, bushroot looking glimmery thing. So speaking of the format's petition to call Porcana Street Rat. Ah, that's actually kind of sick. That's kind of sick. The Street Rat. Like, oh man, that's actually good. Well, that's yoga. Congrats to my student on winning the Calgary CCQ. Another flower farm to Disney we go. Oh, nice. That's CCQ. Fist and Chips gave me the strength to take it down. So there we go. Luke got his with Amber Steel. Oh, Setchap's first place. Oh, wow. Look at this. Redeem for 1 box of Wild Unknown. That's crazy business. See, they didn't have to do that. But like, I get a box of the next set. If I win, I'm going to that set champs every single time. You can't stop me. I mean, work could probably stop me. There's a lot of things that could stop me, but I would really try. Really, really try. Started the elemental glimmers. If I go, I don't know. I don't know. I got 3rd with Amber Steel on Sunday. Amethyst Ruby won. Yeah. I mean, you know. Amethyst Ruby, that's crazy. Like 3rd with Amber Steel. That room is kind of wild. Like again, my room was like all steel, which was crazy. New video. Come join me for behind the scenes vlog of a day in the life of a Disney Lorcana commentator at the Glimmer Games CCQ. This day looks like so much fun. It looked like a lot of fun. Good for them. Oh, this is something that they're using the Voldemort thing, but that Snowfort. Snowfort is a problem. I'm not gonna lie. 6 enchanteds you pull for the set. I love this one though. I can't wait to see what the enchanteds are gonna look like for Wilds Unknown. That's my favorite. Like if the claw art is indicative of like what we're going, the direction of it, I'm already excited about it. I love like the greenery. It looks really, really cool. So tomorrow is taking forever. Tomorrow's taking forever to get here. I'm fine. Let's see. One top choice gaming set champs yesterday. Oh, with Amber and Amethyst. Iconics and Wild. What characters were we thinking? I need them to be Buzz and Woody. I need them to be Buzz and Woody. If they aren't, I'll be upset because I feel like Iconics need to be connecting like the Minnie and Mickey. I think that was such a win to have Minnie and Mickey connecting artworks for the Iconics, and then every set since has not been connecting artworks, and I don't like it. I mean, I like it. I mean, I think they're gorgeous. I mean, I like that Ariel is one of the prettiest ones I've ever seen. I love that Iconic so much. But like, yeah, I think it has to be Buzz and Woody, and I think they have to be connecting. And then that way I want both. I don't want just one, like Ariel. I'm never going to own the Ariel, but like at this point, like if you own the Mickey, it like the urge to own the Minnie is so freaking high. Like you got to have them together. Iconics have to be Buzz and Woody. The Iconics tie the set together. I agree. The Mickey and Minnie with Fabled looks so good. They're beautiful cards. They're beautiful art. If you put them next to each other, they look better. And like the Ariel is beautiful. Hades is sort of fine in my opinion. I think he's cool. I think he's really cool. Pocahontas is sort of fine. No. Pocahontas slaps. And then Moana is like cute. I think I like the Moana. But I think that it could have been really cool, and I hope that it's Buzz and Woody. Really bad. Like really bad. I want it. Well, I love a cauldron list. I love a cauldron list. Two different Iconics with almost different styles isn't working. Yeah, I just because they feel like they just feel like they don't feel like Iconics. They feel like Enchanted Plus, you know? Like Iconic is up here, like Mickey and Minnie are Iconic. They're up here. And then like the Enchanteds are here, and then the last couple sets they're kind of like Enchanted Plus. They're not like iconic enough. They're not iconic enough for me. I mean, they're beautiful. And don't get me wrong, if I could own one of those Ariels, I would be super stoked. But I wouldn't hate an iconic Mrs. Potato Head. You know what? I wouldn't either. I think that would be a huge marketing fail, but I wouldn't hate it. I don't hate it. That's I would respect it entirely. Let's see. Cars and Wilds. I don't think in Wilds. I think we're gonna get Cars way later. I don't know. Or maybe we'll get it in Attack of the Vine. That'd be sick. Oh no, I think we're getting like Up and stuff like that in Attack of the Vine. But Cars is gonna go crazy. Cars is gonna be good. And they better be racers. Cars, they better be racers when we get Cars. If they're not, huge fail. Aw. Ooh, cute. The little tracking pads. We love that. I love all the work that she does for the community. Allie's great. Katie got her Tinkerbell this weekend. Good for her. Good for her. Let's see. Willow promoting... Oh, cool. Yeah, she's like, Epcot promoting Disney-Con set 13, Attack of the Divine. You seem to love to see it. Because I think we are getting... That's right. That's right. We are getting Monsters, Inc. coming in Attack of the Vine. That I'm very excited for. Yeah, Cars is going to be great. Cars is going to be really good. Racers had better be unlocked with it. Lord Chronicles now has a Discord server, and you should totally join. Come on in. What's one more Lord Chronicles server to add to your list? Oh, she's funny. Okay, we gotta... I'm gonna open that. And a new window, and we'll do that. Not this window. Not that window. Oh my god, chill. Okay, here we go. And what happened? I can't be trusted with simple tasks. Let me get that server link. It's would you guys like to join the Lore Chronicles? I don't know why I'm saying like that. I think you have to say it like that. I lost it. Let's see if I can find it. Let's see. We're inviting people, and we're gonna copy, and we're gonna put this into chat. We've hit the point of the day where I've started singing everything, so I do apologize for that. Just seems a certain point of the day where I just start singing. So that is the link to the Lore Chronicles Discord. When they release Kingdom Hearts the same year as Kingdom Hearts 4 and they need a triple iconics carry, if they can actually, they're like, okay, if they can actually get Kingdom Hearts in this, I think they're gonna get Nightmare Before Christmas before they get Kingdom Hearts. For sure. I'll die. But oh, this is interesting. I know earlier we were talking about season 3 being make or break, but to me, I came in set 5 and it feels like the game is only up. So interesting. Do I also have a Discord? I have a Discord and it is in shambles, and it is a Wild West situation that I have not paid attention to in over a year. So I keep getting asked about it, and I will get to it. I promise. Because I didn't think that you guys wanted one, so I kind of haven't done that. But you are not the first person. You're like the 30th person to ask me that, so I will have to put that on my list of things to do. So, to be determined. To be really whatever. But that's an interesting thing to hear, is like coming in at set 5 and you feel like the game is only going up. Like that's probably one of the perspectives that I think that they have been really focused on. You need to pick on me in my own server, not just JD's. Oh, there's more places you guys can bully me. No, I'm just kidding. I love it. I act like I don't, but I do. But Alien versus Predator movie, you guys are wild. That's an insane. Oh God, Disney princess, or the mother of the aliens is like, a Disney princess. But the queen. So again, I want to go back to this because I think it's really interesting to come in from set 5 and being like, oh, the game's only going up. It's like, well, maybe like, because in set 5, that was, what was that? We had, let's see if I can do this. Set 1, first chapter. Then we had End of the Inklings? And then we had Shimmering Skies. And then we had, I'm skipping them. Whatever. Set 5 was Reign of Jafar? Was set 5 Reign of Jafar? Or no, was it Ursula's Return? Oh, Ursula's Return is in there. It's difficult. So it was set 5 is Shimmering Skies. Woo, we got there. So Shimmering Skies is actually a really interesting place for you to jump into it, because that was like right after that entire Ursula arc of the lore. So that's actually kind of interesting. And I'm probably playing there too many Discords. I can't check a different Discord for everyone. Yeah, that's another reason why I was like, nobody wants that. I was like, I'm literally in all of the Discords, and all you have to do is just like yell Black Cauldron 4 times and like 3 times in a row, and I'm there. So I don't know. We'll see. If I work on it and you guys want me to, I will. If not, then whatever. I'll clean it up and we'll get there. But you want to bully me in another space? All right, I'll put it on the list. And I'll just name it not another Disney Lorcana server. Oh man. But let's see. Again, like listening to a player since like Shimmering Skies be like, the game feels like it's going up. I think that that's really cool, because I'm wondering if that's like what they want, right? Like set 1, they came out and they're like, woo, we're doing a bunch. And then set 2, they're really like, we're trying a lot. Set 3, they were like, okay, we're doing a lot. We're doing too much. We got a lot of DLCs. We got a billion DLCs. We got this, we got that. It's like, and now we're expanding worldwide and moving out and moving this. So growing as a game, and then you jumping in here at set 5 and being like, hey, I really like this game. I want to keep playing it. And now you've been around since set 5. Some things have been taken from you, but not a lot, and the other things. So that's an interesting, like, maybe the ones of us that have been here since the beginning we're hooked. Like we're in. You got us. We are retained, right? And then everybody else after that is kind of where they're trying to rebuild and get past that, the dark times, and which would be Fabled. Fabled is the dark times for me, because again, I'm dramatic and I like talking like that. So getting through the dark times, and seems like a really impressive thing for them to get through. And then it's only going to be up and up and up. And then there'll be a few of us that are like, back in my day, you had to pay $80 for Rapunzel. And if you didn't have her, you lose. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. You got like those battle hardened Magic players. We're gonna be battle hardened set 1 Lorcana players. You know what I mean? We were like, eh. So then yeah, I started in set 6, and it still doesn't feel like, and it still doesn't feel going up. Well, you're angry about everything. Fabled collector set. Ugh. It was Fabled. I mean, have you seen how much Winnie the Pooh is now? Woo! Honey Wizard is high. Looking through the emails, making sure that I sent the right one. Let's see. Chill. Chill. Sick. Okay. Sorry. My brain. But why don't you feel like we're going up? Let's get into that. Why don't you feel like we're going up? Because you're a troll. You feel like Fabled is going to get collectors into the game. Lorcana wants that. Yeah. Fabled prices are crazy. It was a very limited set. You know, there's a lot of other things going on with that. Those cards are wildly expensive. That Winnie the Pooh has no business. And I do remember I wanted a box of Fabled when it came out, and you just couldn't get it. So, Fabled is an amazing place for players to jump in on because it was like so reprint heavy. They will never do that to us again, and I don't know that for sure, but I know that for sure. You know what I mean? Like, I just have to accept that they will never do this to us again. $2,000 for a Winnie the Pooh. Ain't nobody paying that. This card is beautiful. I love it. I'll never own this card. I love this one, but even though it would hurt the affordability of the meta cards, the thing is like these are a lot of these were yeah yeah. Things are happening with these. They're pretty low. My God, this card's $400. Holy. I own this guy and I own this guy. And I chose poorly. I used to have this, but then I sold it, and now I wish I wouldn't have. The set was so this set has arguably my favorite enchanteds in it. I think most of them are absolute hits. Like this Dumbo is bananas. All of this. So they knocked it out of the park with these enchanteds, and the set was a low print run, and it's heavy reprint, so not a lot of people bought it. So this is like a perfect storm of why these cards are priced this way. So it's kind of like an interesting little case study on what happened. But I think that Fabled is a really good jumping in place for a lot of people, and again, I have a lot of faith, especially with tomorrow. Woohoo! Being spoilers. Thank you for the follow, S4MSC2. Sam. Okay. Thank you for the follow, Sam. Samsk. Okay. I'm done. That was a fun little adventure that I went on just there with the thing. But so the deck that benefited from the most from the Here and Ban that requires almost no changes for rotation in the format is in a format no one actually. Okay. Dang. Holy. Okay. That's crazy. That's a crazy. We're just gonna keep. There you go. There you go. There we go. I didn't even have to say anything. Sick. Whoa, chill. Best deck in Infinity, no contest. Oh, here we go, Brayden. Yeah, this deck is so good. Because, like, if you're trying to do all this stuff and you're like, wow, this is really powerful, and then you just chuck Rapunzel in there and you're like, wow, I just got way more consistent with the lady. And look, there's no Tramp 7. That's the claim. That this is the best deck in Infinity. And I don't see any Tramp 7s facilitating this list. And I think that that's why I know Brayden is another one of those people that have been really going in hard with Infinity. And I think that once we start getting the spoilers tomorrow, while it's unknown, then you're going to start evaluating cards and you're going to start jumping into the Infinity pool and being like, oh no, it's not what I thought it was. And it's very surprising to me to see people kind of like reducing it and being like, oh, it's XYZ or it's blah, blah, blah. Like the people that have been testing it, this is a menace. Akud isn't even in here. Akud's not in this. Tramp 7 isn't in this, but this deck is gas. This deck is actually got, like, Miss Bleakley is in here doing work. So, ooh, this is cookie run stuff. Look at that. Is this going to be in Dallas? So that's regionals. Ooh, neat. Okay. Cookie run. Set champs was pretty blah today. 1-2 dropped for round 4 for league. Played Amber. I'm so low. Aw. Aw. Yeah. Yeah. Hell. Aw. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta take like a bit of a break. You gotta take a little bit of a break. Best luck of day. Awesome. That's an awesome record. Let's see. How to chat with J-Bomb. What a guy. My friend Fumbles stopped in for another Disney Lorcana Alter Academy. We discussed how to play Amber Amethyst. Okay, I will be watching that. How much percentage of winning an Infinity tournament would be attributed to luck? Literally none. None. And if it is, you ain't no. Because I think if people just come in there and sleeve up what they thought was working before, you're going to be upset that you didn't take a little bit more time to, do something about that. Do a little bit more testing, try it out, see how you feel. Well, look at that. He played against there you go. What's this little shirt? Oh, they're little hobbitses. Okay. Shout out Roosevelt. Wasn't rage baiting. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is we saw the deck, right? The deck was like Snowfort and Mulan and some other things that's not necessarily like Tramp Akud. So Infinity has a 4 horsemen of sort, like, I mean, we're looking at it right now. This is like some data here. We've got Amber's, we got, this deck, which I think maybe this deck is very, very good. But if people start focusing it down, maybe it gets a little less good, right? So I think that the meta is currently taking shape as we speak. But then tomorrow we might get more bombs and cards. Like, again, cards like Belle, Apprentice Inventor came out and totally flipped upside down what we were doing in Sapphire. And so we might get a card like that in Wilds Unknown that also really shapes how we feel, what happens. So as of now, Infinity is looking like, as of yesterday, I was like, I had to check the data. This deck doing really well. Snowfort things. It's ridiculous. The mirror's crazy too. Amber Steel doing really good. I guess it's got like, oopsie. I'm gonna have to figure out how to read this. So yeah, 63% into the mirror, which is kind of weird. Green and yellow. So you have like, I mean, obviously this deck has a great win rate. It gets dumpstered by Ruby Amethyst. So that seems to be, but it's not even dumpstered. That's like 48%. It's not even like dumpstered. It's just kind of like, it has a, it's a little less good. Amber Steel, great deck. If they reprint Sail, I will eat every single Sail I ever come into contact with. Please do not reprint that. Please do not reprint that. Please do not reprint Sail. Please. And if you are reprinting Sail, take it back. Take it back right now. Take it back. Don't do that. Don't do that. So Amber Steel, good, great deck. Amazing. Oh, I'll crash out. Yay. Now, please. No, there would be an official crash out for me if they reprint Sail. That is a mistake. Don't do that. Sapphire and Steel still doing really good, but Amber Steel still having a bit of an edge over it. Emerald Steel, not so much. Still kind of close. Blurple? All right, Blurple. Blurple taking out Amber Steel a little bit. A little bit. Obviously, Amber Steel is a natural predator of Emerald and Amethyst, which is insane. Does blue, Sapphire become unplayable like Ruby if they don't reprint Sail Tipo? No, I just think that people have to figure out how to build decks in a different way and how to leverage ramp on 3 as opposed to 2. And then maybe your deck has a high roll of being able to ramp on 2, but it's more consistent if you build it to ramp on 3. In my opinion, missing out on whatever cards are coming up. That's just from like the cards we have and the limited amount of knowledge. That's my guess, that like the high roll can be ramping on 2 if you can sing it with like your underdog or something like that, or you just hard play it. but you should probably build your deck to facilitate being able to ramp on 3 and play more to the board. Play more stuff to the board. Fight back early. I don't know. Still playable though. And we got more cards. We got more cards coming tomorrow. Tomorrow we have more cards coming. And that's going to be the best part. Because then we're going to be able to be like, oh, this card and that card and this card. And then they reprint sale and crash out live. I don't know if they're doing that. Please don't do that. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Okay. Amber Steel, good into that. Amber Steel, good into this. Amber Steel, not so good into red blue. So, hey, you know, that is a whole other turn. It is. And you're just going to have to build your deck a little differently or get lucky and get underdog into one jump ahead. And Emerald Sapphire kind of getting beaten the pants off of. Okay, so now we have Sapphire Steel, which it makes sense that if this was the best deck running out of the gate, that these two decks have been created to then keep this one down, right? Got all this data basically saying this deck is like, you know, so we got this deck, this deck, this deck, Emerald Steel, which is the one that everybody's scared of. I don't know, man. Don't play it. I don't know what to tell you. Yikes. Yikes. Say Sapphire Steel. Talking about Sapphire Steel in terms of Infinity. Basically, I was saying that these two decks probably emerged to attack Sapphire Steel. And so the matchup is like not great, but it's not impossible, but it's not great. And then you have like all of the other stuff where Sapphire Steel is just kind of sort of doing fine. Emerald Steel's looking kind of bad. Blurble's looking kind of, you know, if you want to beat, you know, that. I don't know. Not all Sapphire Steel decks are created equal. There you go. There you go. I mean, I think that the logical thing that people are doing, yeah, okay. You're starting out with stuff that you knew, and it's bad. And then people have adapted to that, and that's where we've gotten these two decks that have adapted to what you were doing before. And now you have to adapt to what they have adapted to. And then also, tomorrow, we're going to get more cards, and you're going to have to adapt to the new cards that have adapted to... Yeah, never don't wheel, he says. I mean, wheel is still an insane card. It's still an insane card. Anytime I'm playing any kind of alternate format, like wheel's like the first card we ban because it's just, it creates play patterns where you're like, I don't want to play this game anymore. So, but yeah. And looks like for Emerald's Amethyst, you'll have your day into red blue specifically. So you don't touch my wheel. I don't love it. I don't love being wheeled, but the deck has to fight back some way. So yeah, this is looking to be your top 4 contenders right here. My rat lord. Oh my god. He's just a gentle toy maker. Leave wheel alone. Honestly, I don't love wheel, but at the same time, I think it's a necessary evil. Make the deck do something fun and interesting. Fish and chips. Yep. Oh yeah, and then he won that one. Oh yeah. Congrats. This is cool. And where we got off to a hot start. Last week we took first 13th with Heads Held High Spice. Nice. Yeah. It does. I mean, that's kind of like Ruby Amethyst is really going to catch all the strays of all the dumb stuff. But if it's going to get beaten into the ground by Amber Steel, I don't know if that would be my want to do it because Ruby Amethyst has always been a fair deck. And Amber Steel is doing such unfair things that I don't know how much of a fair deck that you can play in a very high power format. Now, if tomorrow they just go right out the gate and they're like, hey, we have this inkable Ruby card. What do you think? And you're going to be like, sick, let's go. This is what we've been looking for. So tomorrow, highest hopes, inkable Ruby card. That's good. That's what I need. That's what I want. Yeah, this deck. This deck be doing stuff and also things. Snowfort's so good. Mirda. I forgot that was like something that we could see tomorrow. I was like, what's the secret IP? Oh yeah, it's Brave. Oh, I really want it. I really want all the Brave cards. If it's what we think it's going to be. Let Ruby ink again. That is a great movement, and I think we should really, really stick to that. Let Ruby ink again. I'm playing Ruby if there's a good inkable Ruby card, but that would never happen. Never say never! Never say never! They nerfed us for too long. We've been nerfed for too long. They've got to give us our Ruby cards back. That's just definitely my problem. I just love playing Ruby. I want to be on the Round the Well. I've never seen the show in real life, but I want to try it. Easy day. Well, that's rude. Actually rude. Rude. Muppet Toy Story. You gotta. I'm so glad I didn't read that out loud. All right, Amber Steel's best deck in Infinity now. Jack's got to revolve around beating that. I can't even play blue-red because of Ancient Ways destroying me. Fate used to be believable. I want to see a red-blue, a Darkwing Duck. Okay, okay. I mean, So you can play Darkwing Duck's chair. I'm just kidding. Got that card. Oh, that card. Oh. They will stop printing Ruby before they print one you can ink. No, come on. You are so jaded and angry. Listen to you. We're going to get an inkable Ruby card, and it's going to be amazing, and it's going to cost 12. Ew. Let's see. Final edits. A week's worth of research. Oh, a whole week's worth of research nearly ready to deliver. Why did I do it? Honestly, because I think a very rude awakening is coming for those who've adopted Diamond the format for the first time. Can't wait to share. Wild way to go about that. Lorcana has been an escape for me and has given me so much in return, but I feel like I need to push myself, learn to grind and fight, and yeah. I mean, that's another thing is like you gotta take care of yourself, man. The game is supposed to be fun first and not identity defining. Don't mix it up because you're more than results show for. Thank you, JDRR. Thank you. That's basically what I was trying to say earlier without being able to talk properly because talking is hard, you know. But yeah, like you are not your results. That is not what defines you. So don't do that. You're you, and you enjoy a game, and no matter if you feel like you're not improving, you are. You always are. It's actually it's impossible not to improve. What happened? Take me back. Cookie run. What? What are we doing? Cool stuff in Dallas. Oh, look at the Sailor Scouts and everything. It's time to be toxic and learn Baja. Just watch Daniel take home and then Ryan coming in here with the no, don't be toxic. We don't need it. Merida. Oh, look at this. I know they already announced the full product lineup, but here's the Merida mat, and I need to see the full card. Let's see. Here's the Goofy. Here's all that. The Merida looks great. You think she's gonna be a Floodborn? Excited. I want to see her tomorrow. Let's reveal her. Still got it. Well, there you go. Still got it. Sapphire Steel. Sapphire Steel did really well at set champs. Exactly the chair when you sit in the duck couch and do it in the first Floodborn item. Ooh. First Floodborn item. That sounds interesting. Okay. What is that? Huh. I guess that cat's living its best life. It won't be a long one, but it's pretty good. Won a 21-player set champs with my old familiar colors. Steel Song is definitely back. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's a chunk. Oh, okay. My mistake. I was like, what am I looking at? Come check out episode 9 of the WCC podcast featuring ZD's Quest, Frank Carson, Tiago, and No I'm Not as they navigate set champs and the road to DNA. Wow. Okay, hold up. Let's go ahead and we're gonna oh no, I've clicked on it. Does that mean I joined? No. Oh, you just put the full video here. Okay. Y'all chill. I just wanted to open link in. Can you please just take me to YouTube? Canceled. I'm done. I'm over it. Well, Arcana friends. Maybe they didn't receive product or blah blah blah, but oh, bummer. Let's see. Mistake of accidentally covering 3 ink. Turn. This is also common when playing, but I think we often forget that whether we cover the ink or not, so have to rule to keep the cards face up. Oh yeah, no, I love that. Like keeping the cards face up would be such a win, but Oh, okay. Well, um, I guess never mind. Thanks for the solution. It's a very simple solution. I don't know. I like that. I like having you keep your ink face up and at the end of your turn. Because like sometimes I just like mess with my cards and things. So got a bunch of stuff going on over here. Okay, this is awesome by the way. I've been playing this Cookie Run Kingdom with the K-pop Demon Hunter stuff, and it's awesome. So um oh wow, we're really going back on this? Well, that's crazy. Let's not rehash things. Okay, so they're still doing stuff with Emerald and Sapphire. And Honey Wizard is insane. Does anybody own a Honey Wizard? If you do, you'll probably be able to retire soon. I'm kidding. Oh, okay. All right. Sick. Oh, that's kind of cool. Does Clarabelle's get reprinted? I hope not. I don't know. I don't know how Emerald's drawing cards, though. I know. I'm like, I don't. Like, please no. Please no. Look at that. See, Sapphire Steel's doing pretty good. I love that. I did it for you. Where are we going? We're going that. No way, no cow. Please. Please, no more cow. I'm just tired of it, right? I'm tired of it. Ooh, bingo card. Dual ink location would be cool. I kind of like that. Guys got like 13 mats this weekend alone. Really? Oh, blue. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was gonna say like Sapphire Steel's been cleaning up set champs. I will say that. Like I've noticed like a lot of people have been doing really well with Amber or with Sapphire Steel this weekend. So that's very interesting because they just kind of build it to take out the stuff. So this is the bingo card. Dreamborn Princesses, maybe. Andy's coming. Action. You've got a friend in me song. Ugh. Enchanted card that looks visually unique, like the set 6 ones. What are the set 6 ones? What are the set 6 ones? Help me out. Set 6 was Bloodborne Princesses, Dreamborn Princesses. Okay. The Three Bear Brothers continual art. Okay. I hope Blue Steel comes to Brazil. I mean, I don't know. I like that the Blue Steel meta or the Brazil meta is like I can't wait to see what's happening cuz like there's got to be like a total like everybody that's going to Brazil are the ones that are like you're either set champs metas are not the same as what you're going to see at Brazil. So Brazil it's going to be its own beast and I just have no idea. I have no idea. I have no idea what it's going to be. Not the Chick-fil-A deck box setup. I am. I'm going to try. I do have some stuff to get done in the morning, but my plan is to be home by the live stream so I can hang out. And obviously, I'm going to be watching it and you guys should be watching it and supporting it as well cuz I'll be in chat. But you know, I basically like I'm going to stream and watch it and be in chat. I'm just going to like I'm going to go full ADHD tomorrow because I just want to. So that's my plan is to be here. If not, I'll be in chat and I'll be just like freaking out with you guys. But this is insane. Wow. Okay. Well, there you go. Oh, cookie run stuff. Looking good. Hey, Blurple took one down. Congratulations, Donald. Sapphire Steel again. Sapphire Steel happening. Set champs. Couldn't write sure. Sapphire Steel again. Hold up. Hold up. Ooh, Mob Song. Ooh, Arthur. Spicy. Ooh, Donald. Wow, we just like split the difference. Like we want to make sure we had all our bases covered. He still did it. He still did it. Amber Steel is disgusting. Amber Steel is so gross. Shout out. The CCQ win. First 2 Canadian CCQ winners. Let's go. All right. Let's go. All these Tinkerbells. See, look how beautiful the non, like, this is foil, this is not foil. I'm so happy to have a playset of like the non-foil ones. And then if I want to try harder, then I have a really pretty foil one. I don't know. I like it. Ah. Oh yeah, limited. Oh, it's gonna be fun. What? I'm running my set champs today, but I do this season. Oh, okay. I can't wait for we get is it Wild Unknown or is it this one we're gonna get our pre-release kits for the game? I guess I should figure that out, but that's really excited. I'm really excited about like an actual pre-release kit to go and play. Cause I love limited. I just love I'm excited. I'm excited because the Winter Spell limited experience is so fun. It is incredibly fun. Pack Rush is incredibly fun. So if that continues to improve with each set, then I'm just gonna become a limited girly. Like that's it. Okay, that was a weird tweet to get stuck on. Let's see. Grand Finals against Harlan Sweet is here with commentary by some fellow rats. Oh, okay. All right, well, I'll see. This is what I wanted to do with the other one. Open link in new tab. And then we're going to go like this. We're going to pause it. We're going to like it because we need to. And then we're going to watch it later. And then we're going to listen to RMP do some commentary. Unless you guys want to watch it right now, which I don't want to like. I don't want to do that. You guys, you better go watch it. Here. You guys had better go watch this as well. Oopsie. Or at least go like, subscribe. Villain does good work. One of our... You watched it last night? Was it good? Was it good? I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it. Listening to... I wonder, did R&B and Humble behave themselves with the commentary? Or... Oh, it was fast. Over under an arm brewer, dude. That's what I'm saying. I was like, I don't want to just like recycle villains like content, you know, especially not without asking. So I'm not going to play it right now, but I will go watch it later and you guys should watch it. But that's hilarious. Over under on him saying brewer, dude. There's no way. Like, as I said, I was like, were they professional or did they go like straight? I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch it. I'm excited to watch it. Ooh, Blurple. Let's see. Picked up a second. Oh, second. There we go. They were professional. Oh, I'm so proud of you guys. Aw. So proud of you. Yes, Ryan is very funny. He's very, very funny. That's why I was like, ooh, I'm excited. I was like, we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep that locked and loaded for something else. I mean, okay, sure. Let's see. I just wanted to see more set champs lists. Okay, iconic Buzz, iconic Woody. All right. Great hanging out. Got to take a bounce. All right. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. If not, I will definitely be here on Wednesday. And then also Friday again. And then, well, and Thursday on JDZ stream, we have Masters of Disaster. So we're all doing it. We're all being there. So thanks for hanging out today. Thank you, and I'll see you. So long. Farewell. Iconic Buzz, iconic Woody. Sure. Song that readies items. That's an interesting want. You got a friend in me. We gotta see it. It's gotta be enchanted, right? It needs to be enchanted. New Tipo like ramp card. Chill! Actually chill. Literally chill. Please no, please no, please no. Please no. If there is a 2-cost ramp spoiled at any point, just know I'm crashing out. Just know I'm freaking out. If it's inkable, if it's like Sail or Tipo and it's inkable, I will lose my mind. Search through the inkwell on play character. Wow, that's crazy. Just put it in red and it lets you ramp on 2, but it's in red. Maybe. Maybe. Search through your ink. Well, I don't know. Okay, so that was actually a interesting conversation I had with Steve Warner when it was in Denver. And of course I had that like same question, like, was there any cards that you thought were gonna like really break the format and you were really worried about? And he was talking about the puppies character that like let you look through the inkwell. They were very worried about your ability to manipulate your inkwell and how that would play out with the game and how that would kind of change or like its potential to be exploited. And ever since then, I've kind of been like, how can I break that card? But I'm not smart enough. So I haven't been able to do that. But searching through your inkwell to play a card, I feel like they're very scared of that. Or at least they're very cautious of it. So I wonder if we would even get something like that. But dual link location is interesting. Poor princesses. We got to get more princesses. There ain't no way we're not. What would be the point? Coming to India or not? Gonna be at both. Gonna be at both. Played a skirmish today. Won a skirmish. I secured. Oh, this is oh, that's funny. That's rift bound stuff. They're bounding rifts. Little known fact. Okay. Whoop. Sometimes I can't be reading Braden's tweets out loud. That was a crazy chance that I just took there. Took second place in a set champs today. Best showing. Just can't get over that hump. I mean, hey, like that's awesome though. But see, you took second place but it's your best showing. The thing is like, that's awesome. That's awesome. You went and that's the best you've done. You took second place. So hey, maybe next time you're gonna get first place. That's you're beating your own record. You're beating your own goal, and that's not nothing. So I think that's like, it feels bad, but at the same time, you're still showing improvement. And you know. I just wanted 2 cost vanilla 3/3 request for 1 princess in amber or steel. That's a crazy thing to ask for. Princesses don't have hands like that. That's crazy. I'm not the only reason. Pay attention to and take it to. Aw, for no to break. I know, like everybody wants that an inkable. Yeah, that's insane to ask for. That's an insane ask. That's an insane ask. Princesses don't get. They're not. That's can't be 3/3s. That's crazy. So we've been asking for an inkable amethyst on a 1-drop for years. But I mean, we will be powered up to 1,000 if we could get one of those. Oh, that's cute. Let's see. Okay, let's not do that. Okay, we're getting to the scary part. Oh, that's gonna make me cry. Oh, that's gonna make me cry. Okay, this is interesting. Okay, done with this. Moving on. Okay, now I'm starting to get into the weird stuff. Okay, I'm starting to get into the weird stuff. We gotta get out of here. We gotta get out of here. Bad stuff are happening. Like, Twitter is safe to a point, and then we gotta get out of here. She can be Mirda. Mirda will throw hands. Oh yeah, Mirda, like, yeah. Mirda will come at you with a bow and arrow. And get it. Okay, so we kind of, ooh, what's this? Are we done? Oh. Okay, well, we still have it. Cool. Cookie Run. Kingdom. Let's look on. Yeah, I'm just kind of going through. I'm like, we're doing like weekend recap stuff. So, the fact that I could. Oh, look! They announced it. Look. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for your ears. I'm sorry for everything in between. Every Bluey needs her bingo. Baby sister arriving May of 2026 for the Illuminateers. Yay! Oh, just slotted for WCC, CCQ, and DLC. You're going to the, woo, going a lot. We're all doing the most. Sorry. Oh, they announced it. What a cute way to do this. Also, I have this Bluey in this bingo. I mean, I don't have it. My daughter has it, and they talk, and they're super cute. Oh, look, what a cute way. Congratulations. I'm so happy. Oh, that's a lot. Although we're still figuring out life as toddler parent, we're getting ready to add another little one. Our new bundle of joy. Oh. Oh. I am done forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. I'm done. I was done before I was done. I was done before she even came, like, arrived. I knew I was a one and done. My personality, who I am as a human, I'm a one and done. Yep. No, she's not. R&B don't know my life. No, I'm done. I like her. I like her. She's cool. She's fun. She does fun things and says fun things. I have a threshold of what I can handle, and I'm good. And because I think, you know, why would you say that? What if I told you there was like there have been steps taken to make sure that doesn't ever happen again? My sir. Yeah. So no, I just like I yeah, I had one, and I felt like my family was complete. I was Ryan gonna get me in trouble. We're gonna start saying inside thoughts outside. But no. Yeah. That's crazy. Sorry. He better go get one. No. Sorry, that sent me. But no, cuz yeah, I don't know. I think that there's yeah, right. Certain sickles $4. Oh, no. I'm not married. I'm not. No, my partner. My partner does not want children, and either. So it's like I got child, and it works out perfectly. And so thanks for the invite. That's insane. So what is this conversation right now? What are you guys doing? Give it time. Literally. When are you having kids, Ryan? Let's get on R&B. Where are them RM babies at, huh? Where are the RM biddies for the babies coming in, huh? It's a fun. It's a. let's get in there. When are you gonna make more little champions for us out here in this Disney Lorcana community? I already contributed. Yeah, they're interesting. That's crazy. Oh man, that's crazy. No, it is a fun conversation, just because more or less like it is. All I'd be pulling up with base rarity when the babies come. Oh man. No, it's more like it is a personal thing. Like, you know, again, like it came up just because of like the Limiteers and their announcement and everything, and they've been so like family focused, and they're having, you know, they're getting their Bluey and their Bingo, and that's like, it's really cool to see. And it's more like everybody has their own idea of what they want their families to look like. And so some of those families look like puppies and kitties and fish and birds and other things, and some of them look like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're getting theirs in May. They got another little one coming in May. Another little girl. So that's where the conversation started. So I don't think you guys are being creepy, and I know you guys were just like teasing. There we go. See, there we go. Ari doesn't want one but loves babies. Okay, that's cool. But yeah, everybody has reasonings and for the size of their family and the structure of it and everything else like that. So it's all an individually personal. I love other people's babies. Weird. No, I'm just kidding. But we get to give those back. Not wrong. But me, I was the type where no, Wild announcement, the baby to come in next month. I know he's been sitting on this for a while. Yeah. Well, because again, like, I mean, I don't want to get like too far off topic, but like family planning is such a personalized experience. Like sometimes it's really hard for people. Sometimes it's entirely too easy for people. And you've got like a soccer team and you're like, whoops. You know what I mean? So like it's and people's reasonings behind doing it or not doing it are personal. So it's like it's a very wildly personal conversation to have. So when somebody shares the information with you that, you know, and they're excited. So we're celebrating. We're like, hooray! You guys wanted to do that, you know? Like that's a thing that you guys wanted to do and now your family's getting bigger and that's what you wanted because that's what's best for you and your family and I'm super excited for you. And then for me, it's like marked safe from not having child number 2. That's like, you know, because that's me and my life and my personal decisions and bandwidth and everything else like that. So, you know, I had the one and I felt like I gave birth to my best friend and we're good to go now. So it's just like me and her against the world. And I love it. So that's me. Late amounts is probably why I explained will be less visible through. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mark safe from child number 1. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like we all have our like again, the way the way you choose to construct your family is very personal to you, whether it's humans or animals or reptiles or whatever, like, you know, whether it's like one partner or 6 partners and I don't know, man, like you got like families are just families. So, I love when dudes are like, I don't want children, but I'd be good at it. Like that is like such a crazy, like, it's like, it's so crazy. Like, I don't want to do it, but man, I would, you know, it's a lot, man. And I think it's because I go like 110% into everything that I do. So if I had more than one, I think I would just like yeah, they are so difficult. I think I would just like lose my mind, you know? People do say, like, it's just so, for me, I had one and I was like, I am good. We have met the level of like of difficulty that I can handle before my brain explodes. Like that's it. If this was doubled, I'd be terrible. I would not be a good person. I would not be a good parent. I would just like, woo, you know, big gap. I couldn't imagine 2 young ones. Yeah, I have friends that like, you know, they have kids. They're like 8 months apart. And I'm like, did you not get the memo on how? Anyway, and like, you know, just now those people, it's been, you know, like 6 years, and now they're pulling out of the fog of having 2 kids under 2 years old, right? So, it's all like a personal choice. It's all a personal choice. It's all hard. None of it's easy. Just know your own. For me, it was just knowing my own personal limits of what I can handle. And see, yeah, like that. Like I can't imagine to start over. And that's kind of like, yeah, people are like, "Oh, well, when she goes to school." I'm like, she's in school now. She's in school right now. And look at that, you know? Childcare for you. Whoa. Have twins and then, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. And there are some people, and I've known people like friends of mine I've grown up with where like they like in kindergarten, they were like, I can't wait to have babies. And like now they got like 5 of them and they're like, we're thinking about having another one. And I'm like, and I was always the person where I was like, and then I got to a point in my life where I was like, all right, one's fine. One's fine. And then I had one and I was like, then this is it. We are good. This is my limit. This is what I got. I can't handle the traffic, let alone a baby. Yeah. Yeah. I had 4 kids, then twins as 5 and 6, so that was a lot different from the first ones. Whoa. The twins is a whole nother challenge. Yeah, like ooh. It's a lot. Hey, they're a lot. They're all like crazy, you know. The thing is like I'm on the same level. It's like I can barely hold traffic, but at the same time, like I think I was also the type of person when my daughter was a baby, it was very difficult for me. Like I know some people are like, oh, babies, but like I have never been every birthday, she just gets cooler. And maybe that's just like me me and my own personal problem with babies. Like, I don't like love babies. I think like I loved my baby because she was really cute and cool, but like I don't like love babies. But like as she gets older, she gets awesome. And again, so you were saying like starting over, I just be like, no. They're like really high stakes chia pets, you know? Like really high stakes. But there you go. Wanted 3, wife wanted 2, so we had 2, and then we could, yeah. I mean, and that's another thing. I've heard people that are like I will happily adopt because I will never be pregnant ever again, and that's good. Like, you can create families however you want to create families, and that's kind of cool. And I think that's like, I don't know. And so like I'm happy for Aaron and Liam, little bingos. Like again, like that's awesome. In some way harder than others, but it's time consuming. Yeah. Names taking your name suggestions? Crazy. Crazy thing to say. Insane thing to say. Oh my gosh. What are all the ways to practice Lorcana online? Well, I can't technically talk about that. There's a couple different options. None of them are official. None of them are like sanctioned and allowed to be talked about or whatever, but I'm sure somebody here would, if they want to drop that in chat, they can. And if not, there we go. Nothing exists. There's no way to do it. It's completely impossible. Congrats, congrats. Okay, good. Nobody was like suggesting names. Whew, I was worried. I was worried people were gonna be like, name her this. Oh, happy 2 years. A day in the life. There we go. Look at them editing skills. Wait, what's this fake card? Is this fake? Is this... What is this? I never know what's real and what's not. Nothing is real. It's just, there's a lot of unofficial stuff that happens, and we've had unofficial things shut down before, and then those resources are no longer available to us. So we try to, you know, it's just unofficial. And if you want to keep it, Fight Club it. 3 for 3. Oh, there you go. Oh, well, good job. Look at you. We're just gonna give you a little bit of a boop. There we go. What's this? Special Lord cast announcement. Oh, okay. This is oh, well, that was Winterspell. Is. Yeah. This is a cool video. Cool little video. Oh, look at him. Look at him doing stuff. All right, that's cool. Bingo! Tarzan, literally never. Yes, Enchanted, set name reveal. Ooh, maybe, maybe not. Amazing Legendary and in Amethyst, crazy. Elastigirl iconic, hopefully. No, wait, no, not iconic. Calm down with that. Set championships, cards, and mats. That'd be cool. A Bug's Life? I don't think we're gonna get that one yet. I think they're gonna wait on that one. It'd be cool. Attack of the Divine Invo, Super Goof reprint. The Good Dinosaur? Y'all, really? Phineas and Ferb? This one's insane. Ruby is back. Please. Please. All epics have alt art. This is the most ambitious one I've ever seen. I appreciate it, though. Are these real? Are these real? I don't... this looks... I don't know. Anyway. Pins, uncut sheets, all kinds of cool stuff there. Special Lorecast to kick off the reveal season. Tuning on April 14th, 2026 to Disney Lorcana on Twitch. Cool. Let's see. We're all just like super geared up for that. This card took me out of a running for a playmat. Oh man, that's rough. Actually getting got by Hans is insane. He is a noble scoundrel. Yeah. Guys, Sorcerer is coming. Yeah, not interested at all. Let's see. Oh, okay. Oh, rip. Unfortunate. Cute. We saw that. And this. And we're doing Valencia Open. Got it. And the thing is we're all just kind of like patiently waiting. We're patiently waiting for tomorrow. Yeah, patiently waiting for tomorrow, trying to get in there. Oh, Brother Bear. Oh, maybe. Oh. What? Interesting. You're impatiently waiting? Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm pretty impatient as well, so I'm pretty impatient as well. Ooh. Well, JDZ is live. So I think you guys, I think if you want, we can go over and raid JD and kind of just like bully him and chat a little bit, you know? I think that'd be nice. Cuz I think it's time for me to get Oh, he didn't change his stream
on my end that I just wasn't able to do that. There was some issues with the internet. They were doing it over Wi-Fi. How strong the internet connection would be on the Wi-Fi, so I didn't even do it. And also, the set championship was rather small, so I just didn't want to showcase.
Let's raid him.
And that's
thank you guys for hanging out. Let me see. All right, so yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Hopefully your work weeks and everything went really well. Thank you so much for the dance parties and everything. And tomorrow I will be back probably as well as like everybody else that's going to be doing the thing. Yeah, thank you so much. And I will either see you guys tomorrow and we'll do some hanging out, or I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And thanks. So let's raid JDC and hang out over there. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now.